welcome everybody to Pardon the Distraction podcast. My name is The Lost Drake. You guys may know me as, the guy that talks too much and never shuts the hell up. We are here today with our other two amazing hosts, ProfessorStalke and Razor Red. Obviously, you guys know them if you've watched the episodes in the past. If you haven't, do it right now. But we got a special guest today, and we are super excited to bring on Mr. Aficionado, the nice guy, the guy with the good hair, the tweaked eyebrow, the very pretty, handsome, beautiful WoodyPaul, aka Photographer Marketing Manager Supreme. He's the best. We love him, and he's here to stay. We're never letting him go ever again. We'll give him food tomorrow. Okay, hello. How you doing, buddy?
I need to
feel like
take
that
you.
needed confetti.
Yeah, I need to take you to all my client meetings and
Yeah.
just do that.
I mean, I am a hype man. That's what I'm. Yeah.
Absorb that.
Yeah.
Absorb it.
Hello, Vietnam.
And his name is John
Yeah.
Cena.
Yeah.
And then I just come off the top rope.
Yeah, we're ready.
Anyway,
ready.
about your marketing.
Yeah. Hello. Have you met my friend WoodyPaul? He can do everything for you. Yes,
Yeah.
we're ready.
I love that.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm good, man. I love that we just derailed for literally 50 minutes, and then you were like, let's start the podcast.
Look, if you're a guest on this podcast, be ready to be early and never be on time. All at the same time. Welcome.
And it wasn't even part of anything that we have in the notes for what we're going to talk about. It was everything.
Nothing. It was
Which
just,
is gas.
you know what though? It's literally, that's the great thing about this podcast is that a lot of us are friends. A lot of us have known each other for many years.
Yeah,
so,
true.
It's one of those things like some of us haven't talked in a while. So it's like that catch up and we all like to talk. So we get everything out before we get on the podcast. We do that. Like it's like almost like going into theater, you repeat those words and get all loose-lipped and your vocal cords stretched and you're ready.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The quick brown dog jumped over the fence. The quick brown fox jumped over the fence. Yeah, you just keep doing it over and over again.
We love that. Yeah.
But yes, so obviously today is going to be a good discussion. We're going to be all over the damn place, and we have been pumping out these episodes left and right. It's been awesome, and again, thank you guys for everybody who's liked, subscribed, and followed. We appreciate you guys. But Mr. WoodyPaul. What you been up to? How's things going? We're gonna do a little intro, welcome you into the family, so everybody gets to know who you are. Where can they find you? What are you doing? How is your irritable bowel syndrome? All that fun stuff.
I'm glad that you asked that. No,
Okay. Are you regular?
I'm not even gonna respond to that.
Why not?
But yeah, it's
People wanna
so interesting. This last year has been so curious because like you and I have known each other for, we were just talking about 8 years. Stalke
Yep.
I've known for a little bit since like DreamHack. Red I think I met in DreamHack. And it's like a year ago I was pumping out like so much streamer content. Like we were on Kick and Twitch and doing a multi-stream and doing whatever, doing music and all those things. And then I moved cities. Remodeled the house, put it for sale, and then I just kind of stepped away from like a lot of the streaming content creator stuff and focused on what is my company, which is a production company. So for those of y'all that don't know what I do, I run a commercial production company called Vantos. We're in Dallas, but we work with a bunch of different key cities across the country doing commercial level photography and videography. I've been doing that for basically my whole life and just decided to make money off of it. So which is also why we derail for so much, because we're both in marketing. We're obviously visually driven. We can talk about business, which is very fun. It's very fun to like have those types of people that can have this kind of high level and or macro conversations about just like forecasting and stuff like that, which is very interesting and unique, and I appreciate that. But yeah, I think this last year has been really good of just locking in and trying to scale appropriately. And I think what we're planning on talking about a little bit of that is like the business side of content creation. And I think it's interesting, or at least I think I have a really unique perspective on that because like I am not a content creator like you guys. Like y'all are in my mind like full-fledged. Like you're doing the YouTubes, you're doing the TikToks, you're
Don't
doing the short
remind
form,
us.
you're doing the long form.
Yeah.
And it's
Please.
just like
Just like,
God, we were happy now. Now we're all pissed.
yeah.
Jesus, remind us that we're
There's-
content creators.
There's
God.
just so much,
Our lives
so many
are a
hats.
pitiful sham.
Yeah.
I just
And-
want an office with just like what you do, just to myself. This is what I do.
yeah.
No one's watching. No one's talking.
Get the backdrops going. Yeah,
You should
100%.
see him. He's got like
Totally.
3 mirrors up. He
Yeah.
talks to himself in 3 different angles.
Yeah. Yeah. That's my warm up for
Yeah,
the
he's
warm
like,
up. Yeah.
I am beautiful. I
You
am
are
brave,
nice. You are
I am
kind. You are
awesome.
beautiful. You're brave. Yeah.
You've got this.
Yeah. But it's it's interesting because of how many hats that individual content creators have to wear, right? Like I can go to a shoot and be a director, and I can have a camera operator and a producer and an AD and things like that, and I have a team that can handle all the things that I've brought them on to handle those things. And for content creators, you're almost forced to do all of the things.
Yep.
And if you don't have an editor, you're an editor. And if you don't have a creative director, you're the creative director. And it's like, but you're also the talent, but then you're also your audio engineer, but you're also your lighting technician. And it's just like, holy shit, you know? And so there's this really interesting thing that I think we'll get into is the whole burnout of like, how do you still love it at the end of the day?
Yep.
Right. And I don't mean to take your thunder.
Yeah.
I don't mean to like,
100%. And I think this is even a good way to approach it too, because honestly, like all of us, it's like, when does it stop becoming fun? When is it nothing but business? And you know, we all have different perspectives, right? We all have different angles of looking at this. Like, you know, Stock and Red and me, like, you know, we ventured into podcast, you know, universe, right? And we're going to be doing this, and we're going to have people like you and other people in here. And as much as fun as it is of all of us catching up, the amount of work that goes into it is like astronomical. It's a lot. It's a lot of moving parts. So you've got like, you know, you got social media, and it's funny too, because when you've got a great team, when you got like I do, I feel supported, and there's always more you can do. Like Stock and Red, like they're on it. Like I post, except, you know, Red, when she checks her DMs, but look, I know she's been busy. I'm giving her shit.
All right.
Look,
You give me shit. Like,
look, I just gotta give you
reacted
shit. So
to everything
it's
you
like that.
put in that damn Discord.
She did.
It's that
She
tick.
did.
Did
It's
you
that
see?
tick.
Thank you.
Yes,
Storm.
Yeah, you did.
Thank
You
Storm.
did. You were
Thank
good this
you.
week.
Yes,
I'm proud of
absolutely.
you. I'm
Yeah,
proud of
yeah.
you.
I read that shit.
But no, it is good to have like people that support you, because when you're doing a venture like this by yourself as a business, if you don't have people that are like-minded, that, you know, have that same personality, but also have different work ethics, it's very nice. Or, you know, as some like to say, we have a very good biome of energy. You see, like I went full circle. I had to do it.
Get
Say it.
out.
Yeah, if
And
you
we
guys
learned
don't know
what that
the
word
biome
means
means. Look it up in a
recently.
dictionary. You're uneducated. No, I'm just joking.
Not
But
biome.
but yeah. So Red, Stock, what's your take on it? Like, what is the break between fun and business? I know it's a loaded question,
Stop. Wanna
but
go
yeah,
first?
go. Whoever wants to go.
Go on.
I feel like that's really hard though, because I feel like it's all like it's self-inflicted when you think about it. You know what I mean? Like I feel like, I mean, even when we talk about like even like thinking about like Mr. Beast or watching all his interviews or whatever, like a lot of the stuff he says is that like he is not happy, but he's passionate, and his passion is literally is what is making him do this. But he's miserable. Like that's what he says. You know what I mean? Like he's literally working harder than any other person, and that's why he's the best. You know, is kind of what he was getting at or whatever. And I mean, I have to agree with that to an extent. Like, we do put ourselves through the amount of work that we do, but at the same time, we kind of do need to be on all platforms at the same time. But I feel like the moments when I actually like remember that it's like supposed to be fun is like a lot of the times when I'm like just gaming with the kids randomly. Like, I actually get to stream and they're gaming with me, and then I like, you know, it kind of breaks me out of like that just stress the whole time thinking about the numbers, and I can actually just relax, or like, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I feel like it's hard not to get in your head though. Like, I feel like I'm in my head daily. I don't even know if I have a concrete answer for that, you know?
I mean,
Yeah.
That's definitely a good take on it for sure. I think also, like, you know, I think all of us do it because we have a passion. 100%. All of us have a passion.
Absolutely.
And there are days, like any job, right? We wake up and we're like, I don't want to go to work today, you know, and it's just
Yeah.
a mental game. I
Yeah,
mean, it really
totally.
is. That's the difference between people who succeed and people who don't. It's the people that
got mad
continuously wake up.
discipline.
Yeah, you gotta have discipline when it comes
Like
to this stuff.
I don't think people understand the discipline that comes along with it, because people are like, oh, okay, you're streaming, you're having fun. Like, I've always kind of had this because I've always been self-employed, and I worked in the creative industry for a like the performance industry for a long time, and then I've been tattooing for a long time. I've been a working artist for a long time, and people tend to look at these professions in the creative field as something that is like, maybe, do I want to say, not a real job, like sort of a thing, but
hate
it's like,
that
but I'm
so
making
much.
money and living my life out of
Yeah.
it. So how is it? It's, you know,
You're like, does that mean I'm making not real
Totally.
money? We're like,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah,
it's
so-
Well,
it's-
that's the funny thing.
seriously.
It stems from jealousy, 100%, because like people are mad that we quote unquote
100%.
don't do anything,
Yeah.
and we're making
Well, you
hand over
don't do
fist
anything
for
that
playing
isn't
games.
stressful as what they do.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
you know, but no, I think like I've been self-employed for like pretty much all of my like adult life. And you never really work as hard for anyone else as you do for yourself if you're disciplined enough.
Totally.
So it's like that's the kind of drive for
And
me.
you also
I
fail
find
the
it very
most.
hard to yes, 100. Yeah, but failure isn't like, it's just learning a lesson and learning how to
Yeah,
pick
failure
it up.
is a
Totally.
step
You
of success. Sure.
Failure is
So-
the stepstone to success. If you don't fail, then you don't know how to
Yeah.
better yourself. 100%.
So for me,
So
it just
true.
stems from a place of, you know, also with being self-employed, as we know, you don't get benefits, you don't get holiday time, you don't get this, you don't that. You got to make up for all of that shit.
Yeah.
And so the discipline that has to go along with it is wild. It really is. But how do I not hate it? Sometimes, like, I do, and it does become like just a job. But I'm thinking to myself, okay, because I stream very long hours. I stream for like 10 hours time, like 10 to 8 hours a time, because I'm painting. People are like, how do you do such long streams? I'm like, the average person goes to work for 8 hours a day.
Mhm.
Like, why am I not doing that? You know, so I just kind of run it like that in my head. That's my conditioning in my head. Like, it's my job. I got to go to work. I got to get up. I got to.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah, I think you really
Hate
hit
it.
it on the head too, because that's also one of those things where a lot of people, like, they stream for 2 hours and they're like, why am I not growing? Like, yeah, dude,
100%.
I
Yeah.
honestly, like, there's so many content creators out there, and literally, if you guys are listening to this, please listen to this, okay?
Yeah.
I'm coming up to my 11th year doing this. Some of us have been doing this for a very long time. I have been literally every single person, every single partner manager that has ever came to me, they come to me and say, don't burn yourself out. Don't burn yourself out, because I am a beast in myself. Like, I'm weird. I could sleep 3 hours and be fully functional. I'm like, I literally do this all the time. I'm like, guys, one more. Come on, let's go. Like, I'm always the hype man, because if I could choose not to sleep, I would, because I hate sleeping. I feel like I'm wasting time. And I know a lot of people are like, dude, I love sleeping. It refreshes me. I feel better. No, like me, I'm the complete opposite. Maybe that's my ADHD. I don't know. But like, literally me, I cannot go through my day not completing the tasks I have set in order. If I don't, I literally will melt down. And I hate that. And any single person, any partner manager I've ever had, they'll ask me that. Don't burn yourself out. Don't burn yourself out. And, you know, some people can only stream 3 hours, but that is not the gateway to success. It's not. You have to stream a normal work schedule. Like, because you got to think about it. An average person comes in, and people, this is why I always love when people come in and they're like, oh, this isn't a real job, right? Or even if you're in the marketing game, or you're a photographer, or, oh, you only work 3 hours a day. What do you know? Well, what about the other 12 that we're editing, or marketing, or social media, or posting out for our business, or we're filling out our business license, or we're filling out our business taxes, or we're doing our write-offs, or we're doing whatever. We're setting up our team, our moderators. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. People think we sit in this chair and that's all we do. That's the funny thing.
The little happy box.
The little happy box.
Yeah,
yes.
absolutely.
But-
You Twiddle off to your streamer cave and eat bonbons for the rest of the night.
Everybody comes in like, dude, I would die to have your streamer. And my room is nuts. Everybody's always like, dude, that's so sick. Like, dude,
is
you
very
must be
cool.
sponsored by everything. I'm like, motherfucker, I bought everything in here. Like, this is all.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, there
With my
are
fake
stuff that
money.
I've got from sponsors and stuff, but like, this is my whole life. Like this is and I've been robbed twice and lost everything and rebuilt. Like this is just from me having a passion for what I do, right? So for burnout and you know, I think the big thing is finding your happy balance. Everybody's different, 100%. But I don't think the gateway to success is streaming 2 hours. Like, because you got people who work 8-hour shifts and they can only catch you for that 2 hours. If you're streaming at a time when they're at work, you're never going to grow. You're never going to have anybody come in. And that goes for any kind of social media, period. So, yeah.
If you're not going to do this and treat it like a business, then realistically you won't succeed. I mean, that's
You
just
won't get business out of it.
Yeah. And that's okay. It is okay to also not treat it like a business. Like you can stream for 2-3 hours just for the sake of streaming. But you also on the flip side of things can't sit there and be like, well, I'm not growing. Well, I wish I had all the things in Drake's room. Okay, well, then you have to perform like he does, right? Like there's the duality there. It's like there's nothing wrong with being okay with not like growing and being this famous streamer, just streaming for the love of the craft. But like if you want it to be a business and you want to get a monetary like investment off of it, then you have to treat it like a business. And it's one of those things where it's like for you, so Drake, you and I are hyper extroverts. And so I think the difference between
I'm not.
burnout,
I'm introverted. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you're such a quiet little baby.
I'm an introvert. I don't like talking to anybody.
I need that on a t-shirt. Drake 2026. I'm an introvert.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what? That would be a great shirt, actually.
Get that. I totally.
We need that on
For
merch.
Drake specifically, yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
but
100%.
Or on the
I
back, it
think
just
burnout-
says, I'm loud. Or am I? Just on the back. Or am I loud or are you quiet? There's the marketing plan right there. I'm just
No,
gonna put
you
that.
need on the back. It needs to say, "If you can read this, I'm probably too loud for you," or something like that.
Yeah. If you can read this, your ears are gone.
Yeah. Use hearing protection.
Right.
So back to the point. I think burnout for you and burnout for me and burnout for other people is vastly different because what the difference is burnout, at least in my scope of things, is what fills your cup, right? Like something that fills your cup specifically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, whatever, is very different than somebody else. You thrive off of just blowing and going for 20 hours, sleeping for 4,
Can
and
you not
doing
say
it
that
again the
sentence
next
ever
day.
again? Blowing and
No,
going.
blowing
please.
and going. You
Blowing
love to
and
blow and
going.
go.
You heard it here on Pardon the Day.
Drake
I love to blow
loves
and
the
go.
blow and go. Yeah.
It's criminal, guys.
But it's one of those things where it's like you thrive off of that chaos energy.
Yeah.
And that genuinely rejuvenates you. And so you can continue to do it. If anybody else, like Stalke specifically, is like, if she was going to try and be like, I want to be successful, I'm going to do exactly what Drake does, it would not work.
You would melt.
Most people would melt.
Not.
And so it's finding
It's nothing
the
against you.
thing.
It's just the truth.
No,
It's a dynamic. It's
I
a
just need-
personality trait. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but also like
Absolutely.
people find success in their different niches, right? Like I used to binge watch people stream building keyboards, and it's like they are ASMR talking in their microphone, and I don't even see their face. All I see is their hands in a keyboard, and I'll watch that for 4 hours. And like they have an audience that will watch like
That is a
400
weird,
to 1,000
very
people.
specific video, but I love it though. But it's true.
No, but it's
I
like
just want to see
Something
somebody's
like that is
hands.
relaxing. It's like crazy relaxing.
It's
to
super
watch that
relaxing.
Stuff. Like,
Unless it's clicking.
yeah,
but it's
you
like-
can study, you can get shit done
they
while
don't-
that's going on.
That's true.
yeah, 100% in the background. But that person that's doing that type of content doesn't need to be like you.
Yeah.
And will find success in their own venture. And so it's like there is no like cookie cutter solution of like, oh, I'm going to replicate how this person did it to be successful like them. Like the core
It's like an
value of
audience
where
thing.
you find success is where you find yourself.
Yep. Being
Because
yourself.
people are
Don't
going
be
to
other
align
people.
with the thing that you are or the person that you are, and you're going to draw that audience.
Now, here's a question for all of you too, because I'm sure you guys have all heard this. Every single person, dude. Like, I want to be like Tim the Tap Man. I want to be like Ninja. I want to be like this person. I want to be like Drake. I want to be like Woody. I want to be like Stalke or Razor. Like, don't do that, guys. You don't want to be us. Be yourself.
I
But also,
literally
like-
heard someone say it the other day that they were like they watch Dr. Disrespect all the time and model their streams off of him because of how successful he is. It's like,
Mm.
it's not gonna work for you. Well, it isn't working for this person, but
Yeah, that's like being
it's
like, oh,
you
A
know,
Wrinkle in Time was a bestseller novel. I'm gonna write A Wrinkle in Time.
Yeah.
Like,
literally,
Yep.
what?
it's just a carbon copy of that. It's like,
Such
so
a
do
good
you
point,
want to
actually.
stream and run your own show, or do you want to be Dr. Disrespect?
Yeah.
Like, it's
Well, not only that, but
you know.
this is also the business aspect of it, right? As much as Dr. Disrespect, I mean, personally, I can't stand him, and I've met him numerous times. I have my own personal thing with him at a PAX. It's a long story, but we won't go into it. I got shoulder checked by him at a bar, but we'll leave it at that. And
But
then
he
he had his
built an
security
empire.
guard. He had his security guard step between us, and he shoulder checked me. It was a whole thing, and
How
I was
can you
just like,
say a
dude,
little bit of that?
it just. But here's the thing, right? Everybody lives in their persona. That was his thing, his persona, right?
Mhm.
I know I'm not supposed to talk about it, but I did anyway. I don't care. But it's just
Stop
it's
giggling.
look yeah, look. The second I start talking about it, she just starts giggling. She gave it away. It's all falling apart. It's all falling apart. Anyway, but you can't replicate another content creator like that, because you got to remember, one, he's a millionaire. He's got somebody in a room or in the same room as him doing edits as he's streaming, switching his screens for him, doing everything for him. When he first started, if you watch his streams, when he first started, it looked like he was streaming in a goddamn garage. Like, it was nothing. Like, and he didn't have the Dr. Disrespect, like, wig and all. He didn't have any of that. It was just Guy. Like, that was it.
Yeah.
That was it. You can't put yourself. I mean, if you look back at Tim the Tap Man, he had a mullet. He's bald now with tattoos everywhere, but he literally had a mullet and looked like a D&D nerd that, you know what I mean? Like that never came out of his mom's basement. And now look at him. You know what I mean?
Well,
so everybody starts from a certain point. It's true though.
I think the interesting thing that you just brought up too is like, you're like, Dr. Disrespect is a millionaire. He's got someone in the room doing X, Y, and Z. It's like, even if you were a millionaire and you were starting right now, you still couldn't do that, because you haven't put in the reps. You don't know how to talk to chat. You don't know how to be an entertainer. Potentially, I mean, there are so many other factors that come from literally just doing it over and over and over and over again for years, that you, even if you had all of the funds, the studio, that outfit, the team, the whatever, you will be a dollar store version of whoever you're trying to emulate, because you don't have the bandwidth.
Yeah, straightupwish.com.
I think people forget we're in the entertainment business as well. You know, it's like streaming we are in the business of entertainment and entertaining people. A lot of people kind of forget that. Be fucking entertaining, basically.
Yeah.
Or at least learn to or aspire to be entertaining. Like,
Yeah.
they gotta watch you for something.
Yeah, like, I mean, I'm not even gonna lie though. As we're sitting here recording this, and and I love doing this stuff too, because like people love analytics, right? They love analytics. They love to watch how things grow, how they evolve, how, oh man, look, they see a number and they see growth, right? Or they see a negative. Oh my God, I didn't do as well in this video. We have videos that have 2,600 views, and then we have some that have 76. It's all by what people consume, right? Some people like Chipotle. Some people like Taco Bell. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter what you consume. It doesn't matter what you're doing. Everybody's going to like something specific, right? So it's finding that niche of people that all have that like mind, that are just going to keep coming back. That's how you build a community, right? And then you just grow on that. And then you get to a point where it doesn't even matter. That's the point that people see. That's the line that people see, and they're like, well, that's who I want to be. I want to be like this. Like Burnt Peanut. This is a prime example, right? Burnt Peanut went through a 2-year rebrand. Disappeared for 2 years. Was a content creator before. 2 years down, came back as the Burnt Peanut. Now he's like one of the most popular streamers. And because he's popular, because he's blowing up as a peanut, but if you actually watch it, right?
I love him.
Like, I'm not,
So
I know this is crazy.
I love him so much. I can't even express. Like,
when you got a peanut, that everything he's doing, he's like,
peanut.
like his mouth is open 24/7. Like, and but he's like, it's like you watch it, and you see these patterns that they do. They do it for growth recognition. It's everybody has a tick, right? They do something specifically that makes them grow. What are you laughing about down there? What is so goddamn funny? What is happening? She's breaking.
He's blowing up as a peanut.
I mean, but he is.
It's my shit.
I mean, but it's the truth though. Literally, like if you watch like his videos,
losing their mind. And
no,
it's making
like,
me lose my mind. It's your fault.
I think after he won like Creator of the Year, right? He definitely had a big boost after the Game Awards, right? Like that was definitely his that's when everybody started seeing him. And now everybody's accusing him of view botting and all this stuff. But that's like that is part of is part of this industry, which is so funny. Anytime somebody has success, what's the first thing they do? They go, he must be cheating. He must be cheating the system. Oh my God. But the funny thing about it is when it comes to all analytics, it doesn't matter what your number is. Because like I've said this time and time again, every single sponsorship, every single person that I've ever met is this in person. Because most people that run a business, they don't just stay behind a stream. They have conversations on the phone. They don't do them just through emails. They meet them at conventions. They meet them at events, and they get to know the person, not the content. Because I guarantee you, if you met the Peanut in real life, you'd be like, how the hell? This is not even the same person. Like, it's not like it's a persona, right? People put on personas. And that's one thing that like I strive for, me personally. I know I'm killing them over there. They're losing. They can't even hold it together today.
Sorry, I don't know why it's so funny. I really
peanut?
don't. It's just yeah, literally. Like I don't know why it's so funny.
Well, look.
Can I just quickly say the thing about the streaming world that cracks me up, right, is whenever there's anything serious that we're talking about this big serious kind of business model around this VTuber who is a peanut, like it's always like so funny because we all use our streamer names as well. So sometimes when you see drama and stuff, it's like, well, Buttercup told Twizzly Lips that Cupcake went down to Peanuts. And said, and it's just that with the peanut. It's
describing
so
that to somebody that's not in this space.
Oh, I have that problem all the time because my wife is in that world where I'm like, oh yeah, Rage is doing this, and oh my God, Moldy Nachos is over here doing this, and you're like, what the fuck is? What is he? What is?
Well, I had that earlier whenever you were talking about your editor named Dumbledore, and I was like,
Gandalf, not Dumbledore.
Oh,
Gandalf.
Sure.
Gandalf.
Yeah.
I forgot your name.
Wow, Gandalf. It's all right. You can bleep him out the rest of the video now. It's fine.
Right,
look, his name is made up. Okay, his name is made up. It's 2 words. Don't trust anybody with 2-word names. Okay.
Yeah.
Just put it all together. Mush it together like mine. Just TheLostDrake. You don't even know what my name is anymore. Iki. Yeah, that's my name now. Okay. I don't know. I don't even.
Just some old bearded white man. I mean, that's your editor,
pretty much,
basically.
But I still don't have as white a feet as Red.
Oh yeah, my feet are super white. It's crazy.
Like she has white people feet. It's so weird.
We got this out and like, no. You put me in a lineup of white people and just show our feet, and you can't tell the difference. Like my feet are super white. I don't know what it's like, freakish.
Yeah,
it's because they don't get a lot of sun in the UK.
I'm not getting them out again.
Yeah, it's all right. They're already on the internet. It's fine.
They're all over the place.
We got clips of it. It's fine.
That's what's paying. That's actually the biggest sponsor of this podcast.
Yeah.
Is
Only
Feet Finder.
That was the best.
Feet Finder and Only Feets. Yeah. Yep. That's how we do this podcast. If you guys want to know how to have a successful business, go on feetfinder.com and put Razor Red's feet up there.
Put other people's
feet. Get them as partners on your podcast and put their feet up on Feet Finder. That's how you succeed.
We legit have a channel in my Discord. I told these two last week. We have a channel in my Discord called Flatfoot Friday where we all post our feet to make ourselves feel better about our feet. Like the community just goes out. We used to have Forehead Fridays, but we got bored of our foreheads. So
I know there's just one degenerate in in that that's making bank
his
off
life.
Of that Discord.
Also that.
Well, bank isn't the word that I was going to use, but
he's making bank off of that.
Unless, well, I won't even. Okay, I'm going to stop.
Yeah, we'll pivot.
Let's pivot.
Anyway, back to business building.
Hey, Hey, you know, who
The
says
peanut,
you need
the
a
peanut.
bachelor's
Pick up
degree
back at
to
the
go to the
peanut.
bank? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, all right. So, yeah, so we totally went off rails there. But welcome to
digressed.
Pardon the D, where nothing really matters and everything is accepted. Okay, so, yes. So, tackling platforms, obviously, this is a tricky topic. Like, I'm going right into it. I don't even care. I'm just bypassing right past it. Because you know what? And we're gonna have Stock start this, okay? Because Stock is losing her goddamn mind up there. Like, this
She
is
said
my,
4.5 words so far,
yeah,
and
yeah,
the
yeah.
rest
No,
of it
we're
has just
gonna
been
make her
silent
talk
laughter.
for the next 12 minutes. We're gonna count it right now. All right. We want to time her up. Gandalf, when you're creating this, or Dumbledore, whatever the hell your name is now. Look, we need a timer, a 12-minute timer of Stocks talking. She is going
Please don't
to
do this.
Oh yes, we're doing it. We're doing it right
Please
now
don't do
on the
this.
podcast. 12 minutes. You talk. I don't even know how long 12 minutes is because I can't count because I'm a dumb creator. I know nothing. So here we go. Hopefully he does the timer. If not, all right, we're gonna tackle the most talked about thing. Streaming right now is monetization. All right, between Kick and Twitch. All right, we got a 95-5 split with Kick, and then we've got, I don't even know what the hell Twitch is anymore. I think
Well,
it's,
who knows after last week?
yeah. Nobody
fire.
even knows what it is anymore. Because look, I'm partnered on the platform. I don't even know. Like, I look at it and it doesn't even make sense to me anymore. Like, it's 60-40, and then there's partner 2 and partner 3 and partner 1, and nobody knows what the hell's going on. Nobody knows. Like, so obviously we know that if we sub $7 now, because isn't it $6.99 or whatever the hell it is for a base sub now? I don't even know. I
Remember that
honestly,
one time where you said you're gonna let Stock?
yeah, no,
talk?
I know. I'm leading into it. Shh. I gotta give her sustenance so that way
Talk
she
your
can
shit,
feed.
Woody. Talk your shit.
Wait, look. Okay.
Anyway, we're gonna set a timer for 12 minutes to let Stock talk. So here is 12 minutes of me saying whatever
You know
I
what
want.
meant. No, but okay. So
Talk your shit.
with all these things broken down, Stock, what is your take on streaming monetization between the two platforms? Which one do you think is better based on
Oh God.
discoverability, the overall length of the platforms being out, and also KPP now is in effect with the partner pay, which a lot of people now are saying they're not getting anything for, and it's pretty much like cut down 70%. What do you think, with those questions, is going to be the longevity for streaming? Do you think it's going to be Twitch or Kick? Go. There's multiple questions. You can feed off all of them. And go. 12 minutes over and go.
Do I have to choose specifically Twitch and Kick to be
No.
the kings of streaming later on? Because
No.
I actually think
Just
okay, this
like
is terrible.
you lead
Again,
into. Go.
okay, this is like because in my streams, I literally go out of my way to be so 50-50 about literally everything. And so whenever I have like Twitch peeps, Kick peeps, whatever, I feel like, so even saying this right now, like I don't even necessarily want to give like a completely honest opinion about this, but I don't
we
think
want
Kick and
honest.
Twitch are going to
Tell us now.
last.
Tell
I
us
don't
now.
think they're going to last longer than YouTube, TikTok. YouTube and TikTok, I feel like they're going to be bigger. Like honestly, like I think that, okay, just even taking my kids into like context here, they know nothing about TikTok at this point, but they do know YouTube. Every single person in age I know, they know YouTube. I don't see, unless my kids decide one day to start streaming, I don't see them ever going on Twitch. I don't see them ever going on Kick. Like I just don't. I think that it's very generational, and I'm so grateful. Like there's ups and downs to like each side. Absolutely. That's really honestly hard because I do think discoverability is easier on Twitch based on all the games and stuff like that. Like there's a lot more people playing indie games and all that kind of stuff on the Twitch side. There's a lot more people on the Twitch side. And so you're gonna get all of that stuff. There's still more sponsorships that come from being a Twitch partner versus a Kick partner. This is all just something I'm seeing. But then of course we have Kick where no matter what kind of payout I get on Twitch, I always somehow make more on Kick. And so you really gotta look at like what you're actually trying to do. But I don't think I would ever actually do one without the other. I don't think I ever would, but I honestly think YouTube and TikTok are going to surpass Both of them. That is my completely honest opinion. But based on algorithm, everything alone, TikTok pushes people like from your area. They push people that like your games. The doom scroll is the best way to get people onto your stream. Like people that are actually on your stream on TikTok, chances are they're actually there. They're actually literally there. You know what I mean? As opposed to like people putting 10 tabs up, whether you're on Twitch or Kick or like whatever. Even YouTube, very much a potential tab thing. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's just got a lot of things. Also, you can like spend maybe 5 cents on somebody on TikTok. And you know what I mean? Like 100 people spending 5 cents, it makes like a difference. You know what I mean? A lot of people can't afford to even just do one sub. So they feel a little better about just slipping that stuff in. And so that's really hard for me because there's so many freaking things. Like I did grow fastest on TikTok
So many
altogether.
freaky things, slipping that stuff in. That's
Yeah, I was like,
crazy.
Slipping that
she
right
said she
in.
tried to skim right past that. Me and you both were like, okay.
Nani?
No,
It's like I
Everybody,
forgot everything else you
everybody,
said
not
still
not
after
red.
you said that.
What?
My
So
brain just hit the degeneracy.
yeah.
to be
well,
curious, you were talking about, so you talk about how you get, and we won't talk hard numbers, but like you get more
No.
monetary reimbursement off of Kick over Twitch. What are your numbers comparatively between those two the platforms? Or do you have a higher viewership on one than the other?
It was definitely higher on Twitch for me, but then
Yeah.
more revenue on
So
Kick.
yes, that's the
100%.
interesting thing. It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
your viewership and potentially your chat and your act, like your back and forth action is higher on one, but your monetary kickback
Yeah.
is higher
Yeah,
on the
my
other one.
viewership on Kick is like probably like a third or a quarter of what I used to get on Twitch. And
Interesting.
then, but the revenue is just so much higher.
mhm.
But are you multi-streaming?
Not at the moment, I'm not. So I was running reruns to Twitch and to YouTube and kind of utilizing it that way. I am planning to bring some multi-streams in for a bit more discoverability.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's gonna happen. But at the, at the moment, I'm just not, without really super getting into it and cussing them out, I'm not that big a fan of Twitch, like a lot of people.
Yeah.
I think a lot of us really left there with a bad taste in our mouth when we first went looking for something, an alternative, when Kick arrived. And it seems that every time I look back, it's just like, oh my God, could it burn any further into the ground? It's now
Right.
like a smoldering crater that is nearly at the core of the earth. And just the way stop laughing. Like the way the creators are just treated, and how, now we've got this new scandal with
Quality
their
of
contracts
life.
being
Yeah.
nulled and all
Oh
of
my
that stuff. It's
God.
like, God damn, kind of makes me just not even want to glance over there.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, so
does.
go ahead.
and I'm curious on you're talking about discoverability. You're talking about doing reruns. Are you actively getting people discovering you on those two platforms? Like if you're doing reruns, do you get people finding you, following you, and then coming back and
Happened.
actively being
It
there?
has happened because I had a bigger community on Twitch than obviously I did on Kick. I had like nearly 30,000 on Twitch. So there was a lot of people when I did make that jump. You know how people are. They don't read your
Mhm.
socials. They don't watch the
For sure.
notifications
They're on that
or
Where
platform.
did
anything or
you
the announcements.
go? I
Yeah.
haven't seen you
Where
in
did you
years.
go?
I'm
Like,
like,
where
Yeah.
did you
dude,
go?
it's the same name everywhere. What? How?
That's it. Keeping the reruns
Oh,
going
I hate
kind
that.
of gave me
Sorry.
an
Drives
opportunity
me
to
nuts.
still chat with people in the chat as well. They were like, oh, this is a rerun. They're watching it anyway. And then they're like, oh, where are you now? And until a point recently when obviously Twitch blasted that and now you can't mention like where you're going or give people a link. But until that point, I had my Kick link with a whole command that was like, guys, we're at the minute, this is a rerun, but Red's live right now on Kick. So running them at the same time as being live was proving to sort of pull people over, which was nice. And then people were still subbing and they were still
interesting.
dropping their Amazon Primes and stuff like that. So that's how I kind of ran it. It was like a sneaky way to not multi-stream, but to
smart.
funnel over, because if I'm
Yeah.
not multi-streaming, I can keep
That's
my
awesome.
full
That's actually
KDP
a
on
great
as well.
idea. That's a great idea.
But that's
Well,
that's
can't
yeah.
do
that's
it
like the same
anymore.
with
Yeah, you
YouTube.
can't do it anymore, but it was a good
Do
idea.
YouTube, but sadly you can't do it with Twitch
Really?
anymore. But what we do is we so the mods will go in there and be
Green
like,
and purple.
she's on the green right now.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
she's over on the green. If you want to catch her, she's on the green. So like little ways to kind of get around it. But that just did prove like kind of fruitful. like without having to the stress of, oh my God, I
Yeah.
need to multi-stream.
Yeah.
So
And
you know,
Stalke, are you multi-streaming on, because you're talking about TikTok, you're talking, I think we were talking about YouTube collectively. Like, what all platforms is everyone leveraging for lives? And then what are you leveraging the most and seeing the most return on the leverage for like short form, long form content?
Ooh, I mean, I don't personally stream on YouTube. That's mostly like, yeah, short form. I want to get into more long form, but
Mhm.
like definitely more, I guess, just posting content on there. Although I've heard good things about the live, but I multi-stream to usually Kick, Twitch, and TikTok. And it's like yeah, I mean, it works, but I feel like TikTok's the most strict, honestly. You know, with
Yeah,
the
they're
green
for
and the
sure
purple
strict.
and saying all those things, like
Yeah.
literally you kind of have to like, and you can't say subs, like even their subscription is like super fans, so you gotta like say that. So you gotta
Yeah.
make sure like there's so many keywords that like you can't say. Like again, fastest growth that most people might experience, you know what I mean? But you have to follow the rules. You have to
Yeah.
follow the
Yeah.
rules.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to follow their TOS on each platform, because if you don't, then you're
Yeah.
just gonna get shunned in the algorithm, and
Yeah.
then it's just
Goodbye.
you're going to 3 viewers. You know, and
Yes,
even for like,
restriction.
well, see,
Oh
so,
my
well, the
God,
problem
yeah.
for me is that obviously, like, I don't filter myself, so I am no holds barred, all in,
And we love you for
don't
that.
care, and and people love it. Like, that's why people tune in, because
That's
I
your
don't
brand.
sugarcoat, and I love just going in and just doing whatever the hell I want, and you know, but I'm also respectful about it. I'm not an asshole. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, there's a huge difference. Like, people will go in and just be like, "You're an ass. Fuck you. Eat a dick." Like, and you know, and like, and they don't
Like
even
that guy from
like,
Shrinking. Eat a dick, Pam.
well, yeah, right. But it's like one of those things where people will come in and they know that they're going to get the same person that they meet me at a convention, because I
For
am
sure.
the same, if not more eccentric in real life, because
Yeah,
I'm doing
absolutely. Yeah.
backflips, cartwheeling. You'll hear me and Red yelling at each other across the whole convention hall. You'll know we're there. Like,
Yeah.
we are
Oh,
not
we both
quiet.
lost our voices.
You give us a
Crazy.
mic, you're screwed. You should have never
Mm.
done that, because you know, we take over the whole event because we're just charismatic like that. That's how we are, and that's why people tune in
Yeah.
to watch us, right? But like, for me, like, I have recently, because there has been so many like ups and downs with every platform, you know, and there was a post that actually happened yesterday, the day before, about Kick saying they outlasted Mixer, and then they put Mixer on a grave and posted it up, and like, in my soul, dude, in my soul, I was like, oh hell no, because that's how I started. I
Behave
started on
yourself.
Beam.
Yeah.
And they're not including
Like, you don't
Beam,
talk
by
about
the
my
way,
dad like that,
because-
okay?
Yeah. But they started as Beam, and then were Mixer,
Yeah.
right? And me being the 5th largest content creator on that platform, I
For
had
sure.
better viewers than all these big streamers, faces on the side of billboards, getting recognition everywhere. It was great. I was on the top of the world. And then to be broken up with a tweet and like,
Yeah.
hey, sorry, go fuck yourself. And then the next day, I'm trying to figure out what the hell I'm doing. And I went
Yeah.
to Twitch.
That was wild.
I went to
Yeah.
Twitch. I got partnered within 1 month, because obviously, like, I did have some transition, but like you guys said, nobody makes the full transition when you move platforms. Nobody.
Yep.
They're like, I'm not going
true.
there. Screw that platform. I don't like that.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with Kick and Twitch and YouTube, TikTok. Everybody has their viewing preference. So for me, what I started doing is, I don't care where you watch. I don't care what my numbers are anymore, because no matter what I do, people are going to hate on me. Because, oh, you know, if you have any amount of success, what's the first thing they do? They hate on you. To go back to what we were talking about before, it's just, they're going to hate on you. They're going to shun you. You're an asshole. You've done this. You've done this. Oh, you're more successful. There's no way. Your content is shit, because they don't watch it, or because they're jealous, right? And that's just part of the internet, right? And if you don't have a thick enough skin to get through that, you can never be a content creator. Just quit now, because straight up, that is the hardest part of being a creator. You have to have thick enough skin to be able to get through your stream without people shutting you down. I think lately, for me, it's not even the internet. It's one of those things like burnout, and we go full circle into our conversation and the split and everything else, right? monetization is going to happen if you're making good content. It's going to happen, right? I mean, Eddie from Kick has said it. We pay people who are making good content, right? But also, I feel like a lot of content creator spots, Twitch, Kick, YouTube, they all filter these big creators that made it big. But I think the biggest issue, and I'm sure every creator out there is going to feel the same way about this, and I would really feel weird if they didn't. I think every content creator space, Twitch, Kick, YouTube, TikTok, they all start from somewhere, right? We all start as nobody. Everybody starts as nobody. Nobody knows you. And you go onto these platforms and you go on there and you try to put your heart into it and your soul and everything that you are. If you really do truly care about it and you really do want to make it a business. And then there, like Woody said too, when it comes down to it, you have people who just do it for fun. But don't cross that line and go into the business realm and then judge people because you're doing it for fun. That's not your prerogative. That is not what you're like. You can't judge people because you want to do it for fun and we're doing it for business. You can't do that.
And those people that say it shouldn't be about the money.
Yeah, it's
And
not
you're
about
just like,
the
what?
money. It's not about I do it because it's fun. Dude, you're
Stream,
miserable at your day job. Shut up. You literally hate your life. Shut up.
How do I eat?
Like
How do I pay
they're
for
working
rent?
in a sewer plant, scooping dog shit every day and baby diapers out of a fucking drain, and then they come into our stream because they're miserable, and they're like, you suck, Blair, and then it's just toxic. It is as toxic as their job, you know. It's the fucking truth though, and for us, it's not even about the numbers or the money, right? Because now I'm at the point where I'm streaming on everything. And you know my voice, and you know how I am. I break TOS on TikTok all the time and YouTube because I curse a lot. I'm not even gonna lie. They'll bump me down, I go up, I go down, I go up, and I'll dispute it, and I'll go through the things because I'm not gonna change who I am for a platform. I will never do that. Will I break rules that are gonna get my account shut down? No, but they can't shut down your account because you said, you know, it's like, dude, they can't. Like that's literally taking away our freedom of speech. Like that is the side of it, right? But when we're creating and we're doing all these things, where I was going with this whole thing before my brain went blah, 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 because it does that a lot, is that when people come in, I just want people to talk. That is the big thing for me. All these opening up tabs and this lurking like environment that has happened lately. I hate it. I hate it more than anything. And this is a strong stance on this. And I've said this since the beginning. Why even do it? Well, because I want to support you. Okay, that's great. But do you realize that by you doing that, it's actually hurting the content creator? A lot of people don't realize this now. It's actually against TOS to tab. You basically become a bot because you're not talking. Nobody, like I have a lot of lurkers. I have a lot. Like they'll open up their tabs and I love them for that. They're active as hell in Discord and they hang out and vibe. But then when I go live, they're not there. So I literally like sit back and I'm like, hey, how can I pull these guys out of hibernation? How can I get them into chat and talk? And they'll show up for the game that they specifically like. You know, some people like RPGs. Some people like first-person shooters. We get that, right? Everybody has their genre. Some people like RPGs. I don't want nothing to do with that. Like, oh, I don't like D&D. I don't like this. I don't like that. You know, and then they just won't show up, right? But it's the truth. It's the truth. So for us as creators, we have to balance that love-hate relationship is that we're good enough. It's not even about the money. Like, and if anybody says, like, and I say this loosely because it is about the money because we got to make bills because that's how we do this, right? But it's not about the money in the sense that we would rather have people talk in chat because if you're talking in chat, it builds up your community. It has people talking and it leads to monetization because people are like, dude, this is a friendly, awesome, badass community. People are like-minded. Everybody's talking. If you go into somebody's channel and they're not talking, two things happen. One, you have the assholes that immediately accuse you of viewbotting or hating on you or just whatever, and then they spread drama, which we're all used to that, right? Or you have the other side where they come in and nobody talks to them except the content creator, and they don't feel that love or support, so they just dip, right? Because the content creator is not good enough. You have to have the whole community, otherwise you're not a real creator. I get that sometimes too. So, but yeah, that's my take on it. Like, so I stream everywhere. I literally, and now I'm streaming vertical and horizontal, Twitch, Kick, TikTok, and X or Twitter.
Yeah.
I'm streaming on all of them because why not? I want everybody to be able to tune in and watch where they want. It doesn't matter about the numbers when it comes to
I think that's a really, in my mind, a really key factor to, like, if you're gonna do the live streaming thing, because if we're gonna talk economics, live streaming is not the best way for you to make money.
No.
Subs are not.
No.
You run a business that's basically a charity.
Yep.
So it's like, and
we live
people,
on
I
the
think
support of
people
others.
may not fully grasp that. They're just like, oh, these streamers, they are doing whatever they want. They play games for a living and they make X amount of money. It's like a lot of that money comes from partnerships and or ad rev from other things, which means that you're doing short form, long form content, and then you're building a business model and an entity that at one point becomes undeniable.
Yeah.
Right. I think that's if I was going to give anybody advice for like wanting to do this full time, whatever, don't lose the love of the craft, right? Like if you want to do it for fun, do it for fun. Don't think about the numbers. If you want to do it as a business, do it as a business, but like find the things that fill your cup and do those things. But then also if you want to physically, genuinely monetize it as a business, you need to look outside of the charity case of things. You would have a chalice if we were going to fill your cup, basically.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you.
Because it's one of those things where it's just like there are so many businesses that will work with content creators at a like variety of different scales of followership, and they're going to give you X amount of dollars. And a lot of times it makes a lot of sense for you to work with some companies for free, whether people want to hear that or not. They think that, oh, I have 500 followers, like give me $1,000 for an ad spot. No, absolutely not. Like if you think a product is cool, you can reach out to them and be like, I think your product's sick. I'm gonna make a couple videos, send me some stuff.
I'm gonna do a review video and check it out.
Yeah. And like, because you're doing that, like it becomes a snowball effect of like, if you chase the thing that you enjoy, if you align yourself with the things and the products and the people that you enjoy, you will inevitably snowball yourself into money if you want it to, right? It's like, oh, I'm going to stream these games that I really like. Cool, that's going to put me in contact with people that I really enjoy. And then I'm going to play games with those people that I really enjoy. I'm going to make content around that. And the vibes are going to be sick because I'm doing a game that I like and I'm with people I like and I'm going to post that stuff. And the people that like watching that stuff are going to follow me. And then I'm going to like align myself with a product like Gunner or a product like Ghost Energy. And then it's just like, oh, I really love your product. Let me do some spots for that. And you're going to align yourself with people that like the product. And it's going to build into this undeniable force. If you chase the thing that fills your cup. If you're only doing it because you like want to get rich and be Tim the Tap Man, then you're doing it for the wrong reasons and you're going to continue to fail for the wrong reasons.
That's a wild way to try and get rich.
Well, yeah. It's just like, if you want to be Tim the Tap Man, be like, okay, cool. Are you also like one of the top competitive FPS or RPG gamers in the world and hilarious?
You know,
Probably
there's a great way to break this down too. It's like when we're kids, right? We all have this dream of what we want to be, right? I want to be a doctor. I want to be the president. I want to be, I want to be a zoologist. I want to be a veterinarian, right? Some people, from the day they're born, lock in on those goals and they go all the way through because they want to, because that's what they love. But some people do it and it's so unrealistic, but you got to think about it. How many times has our mind changed from the age of being born until we're 18, late 20s, late 30s, or old like me in your 40s, right? So when it comes down to it, though, how many times have we changed? I didn't even know what the hell I wanted to do. I was still in the military when I was in my 20s. You know,
Yeah.
I didn't know what the hell I wanted. Like, I was just like, oh, I'm single. Let's go to as many countries as we can. I'm going to take a charter. and go to this
Thailand, here I
country. Yeah.
come.
I'm going to go to
Oh my
China
God.
this week. I'm going to the
Oh my
Philippines.
god. Oh my god.
But that's what we did. Any chance that we got to go on a free trip somewhere, we took that opportunity. We got to explore the world. We got to check things out. And then you get into your 30s and you're like, well, shit, what do I do? Do I start my business? I mean, some people start early. Some people have kids when they're really young and they don't get that opportunity to explore life as much because they have responsibilities. Some people have
Right.
kids and don't give a shit about responsibilities, you know? And I mean, it's the truth though. It's the
Well, and
truth.
some people have kids, have responsibilities, and still grind the rest of your night away
Yep.
because they want to do the thing.
For not only
it's like-
themselves, but
Literally.
their kids as well.
Literally.
Yeah.
Like,
And if you
that's
have
me.
that
Like,
tenacity,
I say this all the time. Like,
Right.
I don't even give a shit about me. I say that all the time. And my wife always gets mad at me when I say it because she's like, you care about yourself too. Shut up. And I'm like, okay, whatever. But she like,
Whatever
and
you say,
I'll
honey.
just like, whatever you say. Yeah, sure. But like, when it comes down to it, my wife and my daughter and my dogs are my life, right? Like, they always come top priority, and certain people don't have that priority. They were like, work only, and then everything else comes second. That's like,
Yeah.
you can't go through life that way. Like, it's crazy. Like, you're never gonna have a successful relationship or have a good relationship with your kids or family or anything. Like, it's just, and having that structure base when you're going into new things, because there's just like, man, the authentic person that you are. And this is another reason too. Like, this podcast was formed outside. Like, I took a 3-year hiatus, and sometimes you got to take a break, right? Things
Yeah.
don't fit into place. Things don't happen. Hosts fall off. Things happen. But then you meet people like Stalke, Red, you, other people that come onto these shows, and we've been friends for years, right? Or we just met, but everybody has such a drastic different personality. Like, Stalke is known. Like, my community, every single time they see Stalke, oh my God, she's so cute. She's so bubbly. She's so nice. She's so authentic. She's so sweet. Oh my God. They like praise her on how,
And then you
like,
meet the real version.
Yeah. Wait till you meet her in real life. She's an asshole. No, just joking. but like, and then you like, Red is exactly the same in real life. Very
Oh,
personality
they're like, not this
specific.
chick again.
Yeah, if not
Not her
more
again.
crazy, if not
Big.
more crazy, and that's why we bonded, because
Yeah.
we have that personality. Like, we'll get in somebody's
Authenticity.
face and, like, you know, just
Love you.
just do whatever the hell we want. But once we lock onto people that we enjoy, we lock in, you know, and that's like why I love this group of people, because yes, we're always going to expand. Yes, we're always going to grow, and we're going to evolve and adapt, and things change, right? The world is always going to change. Life could end tomorrow. We don't know, right? But at the end of it, all of us come into this with like collaborations, competitiveness, because that is the industry we're in. It is true. Like, we are competitive with all of each other, but you find that group, that niche of people in this industry, because we all know how it is. People don't want to collaborate. Like, people get so put in their shunned little boxes in this industry, and they don't want to collaborate because they've been over, they've been hurt, or somebody screwed them over.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying now.
Every
Yeah,
person here can put their hand up. We've all been screwed by a mod, by a friend, by a partnership, a brand. We've all, but that again
So
goes
true.
back to what we were saying.
All
What
the
we were
boxes.
saying though, every failure we learn from it and we move forward, because you can't succeed without failure.
Yeah, but it takes a very specific person to
Recover.
hit that stumbling block, absorb that as a lesson, and then open yourself back up to the thing that they just got burned by.
Mhm.
And that takes
So
a lot of
true. Oh my God.
self-awareness, which some
Yeah.
people haven't learned yet, especially in this industry, because it is young and relatively dramatic, because we're all drama kings and queens. And
Relatively?
relatively, love.
Relatively
Um,
dramatic?
Yeah.
No, it
so
is. It is dramatic.
Put it lightly, very lightly.
Yeah.
You are much dramatic
Like-
fucks. How about that?
Don't
Including
look
us.
at Twitter.
Yeah. Have you been on the Twitter?
Oh, yeah, I keep out of it. Because like with my
so
popcorn,
triggering.
just like watching
Yeah.
the Twitter
my
burn
God.
down to
Popcorn.
the ground. Wow.
Oh,
It got
Twitter's
so dramatic. I
bad.
bought my own popcorn machine.
Yeah.
Oh my
That
God.
makes sense.
I
That
need
makes
one.
sense.
But
For real. It's so
we all
crazy.
have an underlying, like a underlying thread that connects everybody. It's
Yep.
like all three of y'all's audiences are very different,
Oh yeah.
but also
True, actually.
y'all, the three of you, get along and have this podcast and have this product, and there's a lot of overlap.
Yep.
But like if you were to put each of your audiences and your content in a bubble, it would be a very different bubble.
Yep.
But you found yourself in this space, you found yourself connecting over a bunch of different threads, and now you're producing this piece of content and really kind of expanding all of the audiences into each other, into new viewpoints and new opportunities and new conversations.
Yep.
And so that's the fun thing about this industry too, is like you're chasing the thing that fills your cup with this, is like whether it's education or connectivity or like just new people and interacting with different personalities, like this is an answer to that.
All I
you
know is you better have merch literally created says "Fill your cup."
fill your cup.
Yeah, yeah. That's your slogan.
That's
of
because
this
my
podcast.
Especially
therapist.
Fill
Yeah.
your cup. Fill your cup. Fill your cup. All right. Well, to go into that too. All right. We'll just phase right into the next part. In-person conventions, DreamHack, PAX, BlizzCon, all these conventions. Obviously, a lot of us have been to some. Some of them haven't been to all of them. Do you guys feel, as content creators, or even from a business standpoint, do you feel it is better to stay online in a online world that we are in, or do you feel like it's better to actually meet people in person? Because this is a kind of a loaded question, because we all, as creators, have dealt with this situation. I'm sure we have. I'm almost positive. I don't want to put words out there, but I'm pretty sure we all have dealt with this, where we have established companies and built this brand, you know, ProfessorStalke, Razor Red, WoodyPaul, TheLostDrake, our business brands, whatever, right? And we go out, and they're people that we have never met in our entire life, and we meet them for the first time. And that interaction has been relatively positive for me, but there has been some weird people out there. We've had to deal with some internet weirdos. And I only say that because, like, but even with that, do you guys feel that it is an essential part for growth as us as creators and influencers and business owners to expand what we do?
I'll let the ladies speak first.
Talk after you. You see me?
For me, I mean, 1,000%.
You.
No, really, like like you kind of have to almost, I think, to get to a certain point, like kind of have to get out there, meet people face to face, as incredibly anxiety inducing as it is. Like it's freaking terrifying. And I feel like there's a lot of people that I'll see, like say, like they'll say in the chat that, oh, like I was thinking of going to DreamHack, but I was too afraid, like I'm just not like you, I can't do it. And I'm like, literally the entire time I'm there, I'm like freaking out. I'm like screaming on the inside, like just like, please like me, please. Like it's like, again, maybe that's not healthy, probably not healthy. But anyway, no, but honestly, I've met so many people, like new people that gave me opportunities that I would have never otherwise have. And I think that sometimes people almost perceive you as bigger than you are when they see you on the stage or they see you in these different things, you know what I mean? And it makes a difference because then other people see you on the stage and then they'll come, this other company will come be like, hey, so like, tell me more about yourself. And like, it's invaluable. I don't know.
I agree. I think it's invaluable as well. There's something different that hits different about the face-to-face kind of meeting, and you know you can really gauge people. And yeah, like, I'm kind of the opposite though. Like a convention's coming for me, and I'm like, I can't wait. I'm gonna get in your face. It's gonna be amazing. We're like, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna take all my business cards. Who am I gonna meet? It's like collecting stuff. Like, what am I gonna come back with this time? Is basically like how I go in there, and I'm storming around, like trying to talk to everyone that I like and everything that I'm interested in. Yeah, you know all that about that, Patricia, don't
Yep,
you?
yep,
Me and
yep,
you at DreamHack.
yep, yep.
My God.
I'm the biggest Linda.
My
I'm not
God.
even gonna lie. I'm
Right.
somersaulting across the floor. I'm ready to go. If I
Crazy.
don't have my group of people with me, like I feel like, you know, it's weird though. You know, this is the weird thing about me. Like I love being at conventions, but one thing I hate is being by myself at conventions.
Interesting.
I am very weird about that. Like,
Interesting.
so for example, right? Like, if I have my moderators showing up or my friends or people that I know and I'm in a group, I feel more comfortable about being around new people. And I don't have a problem talking to anybody. I don't. I can literally just go up to anybody new and just be like, and they're like, whoa, dude, you're intense. Whoa, like, you know, but that's me. That's my personality. And almost and like, this is like my gift for gab, I guess, in a sense, my silver tongue, whatever you want to call it, right? Like me personally, that has always been my superpower. I love talking to people, and I'm always been that guy, like in every relationship I meet the parents are like, oh my God, that guy's so great. Like I've always had that, which I love, right? That is great. But it also comes with this giant like weight in a sense, where when you meet people, some days you're just not on it, right? And I'll go to a convention and some days you've the first 2 days were great. You did everything you were supposed to do. You ran around with your head cut off like a chicken, just literally around the farm going nuts. You don't even know what the hell's going on. And you're just going one thing after another. And as you grow as a creator too, sometimes you're just going to meet people, right? But as you start to grow, you start having all these locked up activations and meetings and everything else. You do them, you kill it. But then when you go, like I have that moment where it's like, when the convention's over, I shut down. I don't want to be around people anymore. I go in my room. I order $100 worth of freaking DoorDash that I don't need. I'm sitting there hanging out with my mods or whoever I'm staying with, or even if I'm by myself, I'm sitting in my room and I'm just like, I just shut down, and everybody else is out partying.
Totally.
And maybe that's an age thing too. I don't know. Like I used to be the guy that would be like, let's go out and party, blah! But now I'm just like, you know, as I get older too, and this might be the old man in me, I don't know, but like when I get to that point, when I'm done working, I'm just like, all right, this is my decompression moment. And I decompress, and then the next day, I'm on it again. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like it's like I have to recharge my batteries. And then, but if somebody came in my room, but if somebody came in my room and was like, hey, Drake, we're going to go here and here, and everybody's going to be, I'll be like, fuck it. And I'm ready in 10 minutes and I'm out the door with them. Like, it's weird. Like, social interaction, I feed on it. And, like, that's why for me as a creator, too, like, if people aren't talking, like, I drain. But the second that energy is in my chat, I'm like,
literally, as soon as the energy comes back in, you're
I'm
like,
immediate.
And they always seem to do it just before you're about to decide to raid.
Yeah,
And then
you get a fat raid right before you log off. Yeah,
300 people just raided. You're like, I was gonna go to bed. All right, I'm staying up.
To log off 100 people come in. You're like, oh god.
Yeah.
Or you're on front page or something right before you're ready to go. You're like, god damn it.
So true. Okay, 2 more hours.
Was drained to the core at the last DreamHack though. So I get what you're talking about. Like for real, I didn't actually go and hit the parties like that much at the Saturday. I went to a bar and I just kind of sat there and I said to my group, I was like, guys, have a nice time. I'm going back to the apartment. I need to sleep, because it was so much during the day, especially like with hosting as well.
Oh my god.
So much that I was just like, I'm going out partying. Kind of got a half an hour into being out and was just like,
well, you know, I've actually had this happen too, where like I've been on panels. I've been on panels that are like first thing, right? They're at 10 o'clock, right when the door opens, and I'll go out drinking or I'll go out hang out with people, whatever. But I know that I have something in the morning. So from a business, this is the business side of me. I'm like, I am not going to let somebody else down because of me. I'm going to be there
that was the same
on time.
I had to behave.
I'm going to be there early. I'm going to make sure I'm ready to go. And most of the time, I'm always the first one there. And I'm standing there fucking twiddling my friends. They're like, all my mods are still asleep. And I just dip. I'm like, I don't have time to wait. I'm not waiting on him. I got shit I got to do. I'm out. Like, so then I'll do all these things. I'll get to the event and then I'll show up, and then there'll be people that have an opportunity. They literally get an opportunity to be on a panel or be on front page on main stage at DreamHack or PAX
Then,
or
like,
BlizzCon
don't
or
show
whatever.
Fuck it
And they
up
just
with
fucking,
partying all night. Yeah.
sorry, I'm not coming. I got drunk. It's like, dude.
Yeah.
And then what the worst part about it is for me, and this is the part that bothers me, is those same people always get opportunities again, even after dropping the ball. It drives me nuts.
They're literally. I don't think I can actually I don't think I'm actually going to talk about it and mention names. But there's literally some bullshit that happened like that with one of the. I mean, I ended up getting another opportunity afterwards, and I think I understand why.
Yeah.
But there was everything after that led to, yo, I was there. Why are we pulling these people in on an interview about it when they didn't even turn up to do their work? And I was there doing my work. You saw me, Drake. I was chained to that shit, literally. And you're just like, and it is.
And you'll do it because you want to step up, because you want to represent, yourself, because these opportunities.
Like, I was like, no, I'm going to bed early. I had to preserve my voice. I didn't want to lose it by the
we never have our voice by the end of it.
I mean, I didn't have my voice by the end of Dallas, but I managed to keep my voice for 3 days in Atlanta. So.
I mean, you heard me at the end of Dallas. I was like,
dude, you were shot.
I was yelling and screaming. I was, oh my God.
It's so good to see.
Even that event that we went to, where we went to that kick party, and then that's actually where I met Stalke for the first time. We were playing shuffleboard up in that little room, right? I was up there, and I was sweating my ass off. I was sweating my ass off because that was
There's
Atlanta.
So many people.
And it was so many people in that tiny little room. And here my
Upstairs.
dry weather Arizona loving ass was in that room. And not only that, my hair was super long. So it was sweaty. I looked like ass. Meanwhile, at that party, I met 3 sponsors at that party looking like I just got done running a marathon.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, I'm laying over the shuffleboard, running backwards, screaming, yelling. I'm throwing. I was nuts that night, and I wasn't even drinking. I was just like, that's what I'm saying. I feed off energy. It is me. That is me. But I literally was in that room, and I was yelling and screaming. And at the end of the night, we're all standing outside, and those people were getting arrested across the street, and I'm just decompressing. I'm just sitting there. I'm like, oh, it's nice outside. I'm just chilling. I was waiting for Stalke to get her ride. I was just chilling, making sure everybody's good. Like, I went into full dad mode. And then I go back to the hotel with a 30-inch pizza that didn't even fit through the damn door.
Hell yeah.
And I went to turn it. But this is actually a funny story. So I had this pizza, 30-inch pizza. It was a 30-inch. This thing was massive. It was like this big. And I'm literally grabbing it, and I try to go through the door, and it was so fresh, all the toppings slid off and just went to one side of the box. Man. And so it was just sauce and bread, and then just this big glump of pepperoni and cheese on the other side. Well, I opened up the box, and it was on my bed, and the fucking cheese and everything just goes right in the middle of my bed, dude. I'm like, what in the fuck, dude? So, and I had a king. I was by myself on that trip. And I literally, it literally just blip right in the middle of my bed. I had to call downstairs, and they were like, what's going on? I'm like, there is about a pound and a half of
on
cheese
my sheets.
just right in the middle of the sheets. And they're
wow.
like,
they come up like,
yeah, they were like, oh yeah,
cheese.
Sure, cheese.
Cheese.
Yeah.
We've seen some weird stuff, but not hot melted cheese.
We haven't seen a pound and a half of cheese and pepperoni in the middle of a bed. What kind of weird stuff are you content?
Like, why are there only 2 pepperonis and all this cheese? That's
because I was eating it right off the bed.
Yeah.
I gave no care. I was hungry.
I would have eaten that pizza.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I think the energy thing for conventions specifically is curious, because it's like, and that's why I wanted the girls to talk first, because I know Stalke. And I know her anxiety is insane.
Yeah.
But then I also interacted with Red, I think the last Dallas one, and she's an absolute maniac on the floor in like the best way possible. And so it's just like, for conventions, and it's great that everyone kind of had the same answer. It's like, yes, we think it's super needed and applicable and like an experience that every content creator should probably go to. But you have very different energies of people that go experience conventions, right? Like I think all of y'all know that now. It's like I'm usually just the guy with the camera that's running around taking photos of his homies. And like
Yep.
I love the social aspect of it.
Yeah.
But I'm the opposite of you, Drake, in the scenario of like I can just go myself.
I'll see you, and then I'll turn around and you're gone. And I'm
And then
like,
I'm gone.
okay.
Yeah.
And then I'll walk somewhere else,
Yeah,
and
I can
I'm like, what? Like yelling across the street, like the whole damn convention. You're like, Drake, and then you'll come over, you'll say hi, and then I'll turn around and you're gone again. But that's definitely you. You're just always on the go and you're working. So.
And it's my favorite thing because it's like, again, I'm not a content creator like you guys.
Yeah.
Like but I have a bunch of friends that are content creators at y'all's capacity. And I think that one thing that a lot of people don't have is high quality assets, photos of themselves that then you can leverage into your
100%.
brand talks, or like Stock you were just talking about, where it's like, oh, brand saw me on main stage. Like now they have a very different perception of me. They think I'm bigger than I am. It's like, oh, well, I have photos of me on main stage with a mic in my hand. Like this is an activation that I did, and you're able to display that or like use that as. So that's
It's a
my
portfolio
favorite.
base.
Like
It's a media kit that you're building up, and you literally help us with that. Because you know how many times I've used that photo that you sent me. Like you catch me in mid scream where I look like a lunatic, but it's so good crystal quality.
literally always in
captures
mid
my
scream.
essence.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Just you sitting on your stream. I think the conventions bring the industry to life for a lot of people.
For sure.
As well,
Yeah.
because especially when you first start, like you're here, you're at your setup, you know, you're watching everybody else on their streams, you're in Discord chats with people, you're doing emails. But when you turn up to an actual physical event and you see the brand stands and you see everybody else and you see people running around with their business cards, and then you're talking to people and they're really there in real life, it's sort of like you walk in and you see the industry. You know, it's like, I think it's hard for a lot of
see the
people, and
life.
maybe that's why people struggle. Yeah, they struggle with the business side of it, because when you're sat at your desk at home, it's not really like, even though you're part of that industry, it's like you can't have a really like visual
It's not
representation
real
of
until
that
you're in
industry.
person.
Because we're everywhere. Yeah, it's not. I feel like for me, it really became real when I went to one of my first conventions. I was like, holy shit. I was like, all these people are actually, they're like networking, they're like working their brands. They, you know, all the brands are here. People are talking to them. People are, you know, it's like that whole networking side of it, and bringing it all together in one place so professionally like that really brings the industry alive. And I think that's why a lot of people, like, they go to their first convention and then it's like living in a perpetual state of waiting for the next bloody dream hack or something, you know, because it's like, I can't wait to get back there, because you really feel like you're part, and you're getting your creators pass as well. It feels a little bit official. It's like, you know, okay, this is who I am. I'm being recognized.
You
know, I've
good.
achieved this. It's like, you know, I'm recognized as a creator within the industry. So I think that's an important side of the conventions as well. It really sort of, it pops that at you and it brings it to life.
You know,
And
and what he was saying too, this is another big factor in this as well, is all of us do have such big different personalities. And I think that's something that a lot of creators don't lean into. I feel like a lot of people stick in their bubbles. They stick in their environment that they're trusted because they're so used to be sitting in a chair, and then they go to these conventions and they act like all, and it is kind of scary in a sense, because I remember my first convention I went to. I actually went to PAX East. It was my very first one. It was when Beam, because the whole reason I got into content creation is because of E3. And that was the biggest main stage for gaming, period.
Man, I miss E3.
Oh my God, E3 was the best. Like, it really was the best convention. Like,
I miss G4.
Oh, G4 was good too.
Pour one out for our homie.
But you know,
homie.
yeah, right. But you know, but this is the thing though, is like we all have such different personalities. And one thing that I have definitely learned, and this, and I don't know if you guys feel this way too, but definitely I lean into multiple personalities because I know I'm such an extrovert, and I know I have no problem talking to people, and I'm abrasive. Like, the way I got AMD as a partner, every convention, I did not let them say no to me. I went into their booth every single time, made sure they knew who I was. I went in there, I made noise, I got in their face. I was like, hey, I love your brand. I want to work with you. I know we talked last time. I know you guys got busy. I know marketing. I know how it works. You guys have quarterlies. You have budgets. You can't bring certain people on. You're building a program, whatever. I don't even care if it's at the point of you just sending me a product. I want to be a part of it. I don't care about the money. I just want to, I'm passionate about the brand. I want to work with you. And that is something that a lot of people don't do. They immediately go, this is how you know you don't want to work with a sponsor. And this is something that I have learned. When the first thing that comes out of their mouth, what's your CCV? If a sponsor asks me that, I don't want to work with them because all they care about is numbers. And I'm wrapped like a damn NASCAR at this point. I work with all the biggest brands. I literally have every company, and I'm very proud of it. I earned it, and it's a humble brag, I guess you could say.
Well, it's because those are companies that you already aligned with that you're now working with on a professional level, which goes back to the whole point that we made earlier.
Yep. And it comes down to this, is like a lot of people are so afraid to talk to sponsors because they think it's out of their reach. You don't know what a sponsor is looking for. Most sponsors, they don't care if you have 100 CCV or 5 or 10,000. I mean, granted, they love discoverability. Don't get me wrong. They do want their product to get in many faces, but they may be going for their marketing campaign for that month is, let's go with 10 smaller creators and boost them up and make them bigger and wrap our brand around them because they have potential for growth. And that is what a lot of people don't realize. Like, Stalke, you know, like even like with certain things, like I'll watch you, and I watched you because I know this sounds weird, but like I watch people and how they interact with sponsors and how their persona shifts because they're so nervous around sponsorship.
Oh my God.
And they don't want to mess up, and they want to look good. And you like when we were at the wildcard event, this is a prime example. You're sitting there, you're up in the chair, and you were so anxious, and I could see it. And that's why I came over to you, and I'm like,
I was dying.
You remember what I said to you? I literally went behind you, and I go, you're killing it. Keep doing it. Keep kicking butt.
It was so sweet.
Because honestly, like you were freaking out, but then you kind of calmed down a little bit, and then you
once I start, like if when I know it's on the line, when I know something's on the line,
exactly.
then I switch.
But that's exactly my point, though. Is all three of us have such dramatic different backgrounds. We all have dramatic different personalities. And one thing that you don't see very often in this industry, and I know Woody is going to back me on this, is people coming together for a mutual cause in this industry. They are so imploded. And they're like, it's about me and about my growth and what I need to do and what I need to do and what I need to do. But honestly, you know how many times I've went to other creators and be like, hey, like I work with this sponsor. They're looking for these people. Like, they're looking for these people. Really? I didn't know that. I'm like, yeah, because they haven't blatantly put it out there in public. But, you know, like, I can get you some contacts and help you out and get you in front of these people because I want to do that. Because I remember how it felt being new in the industry. And if people started doing that more, man, this industry was so much better. It also goes back to the whole thing about, like, Kick and Twitch. They completely got away from partnership managers, which I think is stupid. Because literally, if every single person had somebody to guide them in their growth, content would be better overall for everyone.
Yeah, 100%. It would raise
because they don't know what they're
ships.
doing. We're giant children. You put us in front of a video game console and say, go, or hey, here's an IRL backpack. You don't know how to work it, but go. It's like, dude, like we need to learn, you know? And sometimes being thrown into fire is great. Like people like me thrive on that. Red thrives on that. But if you take somebody like Stalke who isn't familiar with it and just says go, she's like, fuck, I don't want to fuck up. What do I do? Oh my god.
Make attack.
And then
literally
you need that support from
I'm
us.
just like, I'm gonna kick it till it works. We're gonna make this work.
I don't even care. Let's go. Yeah.
And that's the thing too. It's like the gatekeeping is crazy for one.
Oh my god.
That's wild.
The lack of desire for collaboration is also crazy, but it's just like so a prime example of just like if you're building strong relationships with good people and you're building strong relationships with good brands and you're able to bring one of those good people to that good brand, everybody eats.
Yep.
Like it's not
Plenty of
taking
food
any
for everyone.
food off of your plate,
Exactly.
you know?
Oh my
Because
god.
everyone.
Exactly.
There really is.
Everybody wins.
Yes.
And so it's just like I will
You hit it
never
on the
Win,
head,
and
I
dude.
win, we're all winning.
Yeah, you hit it
and
on the
maybe
head.
Like,
that puts me in places where like I could be taken advantage of. And I think that happens a lot. It doesn't happen a lot in my business or whatever, but it's like I usually reach out or work with clients and I give them not all of the full car, but I give them the keys of like what I think that we can drive with.
Yeah.
And then a lot of times they're like, "Oh man, you're giving us a lot of really good like useful, applicable information. We want to work with you." But
Yep.
1 out of every 10 times, those guys can be like, "Cool, thanks for the information," and go off and find somebody cheaper and use that information that I just gave them and then implement it with Tim, Chuck, and Andy or
Totally.
whoever it is that you're using.
Yeah.
So it's like, yes, you
Mhm.
can get burned, but like the disparity there is, or you can learn from that and continue to help other people grow. And then everybody, like, you will benefit more from the 9 people that you helped grow, and they could surpass you realistically,
Yep.
or they could grow with you, or like you're expanding that network of people that you gave value to and brands that you gave value to that 5 years from now could pay off. It might not pay off tomorrow. I mean, realistically, it could just crash and burn if that relationship doesn't necessarily make sense. But the fact is that you're trying and you're giving to these people and to these brands a sense of value, and people see that, and people will reciprocate that, and people will respect that. And so
Absolutely.
that's the main thing, at least for me, whenever it comes to like relationship building in this industry, whether it's professional or personal. It's like, as long as you're true to like yourself and true to your people and giving value, then it doesn't matter like what industry you're in or who you interact with. People are always
Yeah.
going to associate you with brands, and people are always going to associate you with being valuable.
Yep.
And that will inevitably pay off in dividends.
And they praise you for it. Like I mean, I literally am not rude. I don't, if something happens with finances, or something's behind, or like a lot of people are like, "Oh, I didn't get my money, so I'm gonna be a dick." Like, I mean, like, stuff happens. We're all human, right? And
Yeah.
a lot of people like, "Dude, I live off this money. I need my sponsorship dollars." And I understand that to some extent. But also, it's about being in a professional space. If you want to be treated like a professional, you need to act like a professional. And there are those moments. Like, yes, I'm abrasive, and yes, I am very in your face and will tell you exactly how I feel. But also, you got to know when to separate those two things. And that's why, like, working with multiple people, like, gaslighting 100% is a thing. Like, and people will book creators based on looks. They'll do it on numbers. They'll do it on the most ridiculous shit. And these people, straight up, and this is not hating, this is just actual factual, they don't have a push for their product.
Yeah.
And they'll do it just because they're attractive, or just because they have big numbers. Hey, we want you to do this. And then they'll do it, and they lose thousands of dollars when they could have picked somebody like Stock or Red, because, and they wanted to work with
Because they're going
somebody
to
that
work
was great.
for it.
Yeah, they
Those
want.
people
they're
are going to
hungry.
work for it.
They're hungry. They want to. They
Yeah.
want to prove themselves in the industry. And I think for us as creators, this is why I thrive in this aspect, and I love this, is bringing all of us together. Because guess what? Like Woody said, all of us, we come from different backgrounds. We all have different communities. We have different friends, different industry connections. Imagine how much better we would eat if everybody pulled together and supported one another. And people forget that. And a lot of it comes down to two
Yeah.
factors as well, is they've been burned in the past. They let somebody in too close, and they use them for their connection and ruin them and their connection, because I've had that happen 4 or 5 times, maybe even more.
Yeah.
Where I brought somebody in, and let's just say, hypothetically, I went up to Woody and was like, "Hey, dude, like, I have this bomb sponsorship. I want to bring you in. You're perfect for it. I know you would be great for it." And then I go talk to somebody else, and I bring them in, and then that third person just does not do anything and makes all of our life a living hell. Meanwhile, me and Woody are doing everything we're doing, but this third person literally causes such friction that the company doesn't want to work with any of us. And
Yeah.
I've had that happen numerous times because I try to reach out and help. And you know what? like it does come down to the factor that you gotta separate those failures and learning who to connect with. And you're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna pick people that you think are the greatest people, and especially in this industry, because a lot of them, they've only sat in a seat. They've never gone outside. They've never, you know, they don't touch grass. They don't go to events. Like literally everything is like, give me. But then the second that you need help or support, they're introverted and don't want to talk to you and ghost you. So it's,
I think, yeah.
yeah, go ahead.
You learn to build
Right.
your boundaries as well. So
Yeah.
it's
I
like,
think
yeah, you
I
do
think
learn
it's
to build
like
your boundaries.
I feel like it's a shit ton of like sorry, I was like, ooh, I swore. I was like, but anyway, no, I just anyway, I feel like it's a lot of self-victimization though. It's the victimization that I think like when you no, now I'm just like after like listening hearing about the bleeping out, I'm just like it's like try not to swear. No, but like
Yeah, we're gonna have a dolphin noise over you now, lady.
Yeah, Dumbledore's got that on lock.
oh my
Dude,
god.
he's gonna watch us when editing this and just be like, I am never editing Woody again.
I hate this. No, but like but honestly, a huge issue, like I see like that, and I'll see that everywhere, whether it's tweets, whether it's this, whether it's that, and there's a difference between venting. There's a huge difference between venting and then posting a tweet about how like you know what I mean, like you're like nobody's coming to my stream, nobody's doing this, like basically guilt tripping people. And then I always hear that all the time too. It's like, oh, they didn't accept me because of this and this and this, and that's why. And it had nothing to do, of course, with their personality ever, right? It's always like outside forces, or even when they collab with people and they're like, oh, I just found that all of them went to their stream instead. And so it's all of that self-victimization that stops them from collabing. It stops them from doing all that good stuff, because at the end of the day, they can't possibly comprehend, like you guys were talking about, that it's not competition. You guys can literally grow together because you are two different people. You know what I mean? Like they're not following you to find this person's personality. Like we all have different things, but people are so caught up in this, like if they have big numbers, then I'm not going to be able to have big numbers. And you know, and it's like people don't end up wanting to even see each other succeed. Like even friends are getting jealous of friends. And it can be so toxic, but I can't tell you how many people I've muted on Twitter who just literally complain, and they make it about how it's never them. It's never them. It's always other people. I get so
Well,
no, I did.
There's such a base like factor to that. Is the people that are like complaining and talking about, oh, woe is me on Twitter. The fact is, no brand and no person is gonna want to work with a whiny bitch.
With them ever.
Like,
I was about to
This is what I'm
say,
saying.
like you took the words out of my mouth. It's bad for business. Like if you go on Twitter after every time you get disappointed, okay, and you start cussing out that brand, or you know you're seen to be having bad relationships with other creators all the time, and the drama's spinning.
I'm biting my tongue so bad right now.
Shocker.
They're watching that. They look at your social media.
Go take your journal out of your crusty sock drawer and write it down.
Oh my god, literally. Vent to a friend. Like vent to a friend.
You know, and honestly though, I think it's one of these things too that like reactive content has become so popular lately. That also feeds to it, which sucks.
True, but like still,
people do it just to get views and clicks, and they'll what can I do? But that's how people get hurt too. And if you watched a lot of these reactive content creators, it's always what they can do more extreme until something bad happens.
Yeah.
And that always is the case. But I have said this since I have started streaming. Every one of those people. Go ahead.
Before you make that point, so are you saying that like people will try to whine harder than they whined before to get more reaction on their Twitter posts?
Yes.
Like, how harder can I whine?
Crazy concept.
It's literally that's what they do. I mean,
sorry, I don't even care.
No, I know, but that is the truth though. It is 100%. They literally go on there and they're like, "Oh my god, you're not gonna believe this! What Kick did today, and oh my god, you're not gonna believe this, and you're not gonna believe what Twitch did today," and that's all they bitch about.
Where's energy from?
I don't know, man. It's literally like,
but it's
I
like
think they just didn't take a mean shit.
Shock and awe content is one thing. Being a whiny bitch is another thing. Like
most of
it's just like
most of those
you
people
can have a
are
hot
combined.
take, and go for click farming and have a hot take and defend it vehemently and be like, no, this is my opinion, you're wrong, I'm right, blah blah blah. But then if you're just like, well, wait, now
Yeah.
just a
Oh my
4-paragraph
God.
long of just crybaby bullshit.
On that note though, here's a question. So being opinionated, 100% okay. But
Yeah.
if you're going to be opinionated and you better be ready to do two things. One, defend yourself. And
For
two,
sure.
you better have facts.
Yeah.
Don't just be
Yeah.
talking out your fucking ass
That's-
just to get
Yeah.
content. Like,
Yeah.
because a lot of these people, they'll be like, oh my God, did you hear that Kick banned 7,000 people yesterday? Just to get people worked up. And then people be like, oh my God, Kick is so bad. Oh my God, Kick it. Or it's Twitch, same thing. Oh my God, I can't believe that this person did this. And it's just like, dude, and you know what? And okay, cool. But like most of those people, I just block, mute, and move on. It's a sentence that was taught to me by a developer and one of my other really cool friends that I have known for a very long time in this industry. It's worked at some of the biggest devs spots, period. He gave me this advice: block, mute, and move on. Do not even give it time. Don't even. Who cares?
Literally,
Don't put that
because-
on my algorithm.
Don't even
I
put it
don't
in
need
your
it.
aura.
Yes,
Get rid of
mute.
it.
Oh my God.
Just get rid of it.
Yes.
Block, mute, and move on. Who cares? If you see somebody on Twitter or Facebook or Instagram that is just toxic, block them. It's not even worth your time. It's okay if they're opinionated and they're saying things and then
For
the
sure.
next day they're happy and upbeat and they just had a bad day. Everybody has bad days. Everybody sometimes, I mean, we're probably all guilty of it. We go on Twitter every now and again and we're like, this mother bitch. Like, you know what I mean?
I've
Like,
curbed my
but
Twitter
even
drama
now,
days,
as you get
so-
older in the content space, you stop, right?
Yeah.
You do. If you're running a successful business, you stop doing that because every time you do it,
Mhm.
like what he said, a sponsor sees that, they don't want to work with you. And sponsors go
yeah.
back. They will go back. If it's a
Look at
legitimate
your
sponsor,
stuff.
they
Yeah,
will go
yeah.
back 10 years on your social to make sure
Oh
you're
my
not
God,
racist
terrifying.
or you're
Terrifying.
an asshole or that you're causing problems. And it's funny because there are people, I won't say names, but there are people that go out there and literally
Say names. No,
attack.
don't.
Like, say
Names. I said
No,
names.
don't.
I said names.
Give me the juice. I want
No,
the
you
juice.
said names with a capital N. All right, but
Do you know
literally,
names?
like, but God damn it. But
Text them to me.
yeah, okay, I'll text them to you. You already know who they are. We all do, unfortunately. We know, but you don't know. How does that make you feel? I hope you're
Yeah.
watching this and you know that we hate you. But
Jerome.
it's not an opinion; it's a fact. You suck.
Just
Um,
reverse that.
anyway.
Just wait a second.
Keep it
But no,
Gandalf.
they'll go
Don't
on
you dare.
and they'll
Don't you
bash.
dare.
They'll bash a sponsor or bash a product or bash a streaming site. How much they hate it, how much it's unfair, how much they haven't got partnership, how much they haven't got this, how much they haven't got that. And then they'll manipulate the system and get all these people to think the same way to get them to that point. They get partnership and then they come back and be like, this is the greatest website ever. And I'm like,
100%. It's like,
"Dude,
how are you
hypocrite,
Yeah.
bro. Shut
Yeah.
up.
How are
Oh
you
my
going
God.
to want this thing so badly that you're going to go on a public forum and talk shit until you get the thing you wanted originally?
And then they get it.
And then you're like,
It's the entitlement.
just kidding.
Yeah,
Like,
and then they get it. And
kill
then
me.
nobody will do anything with them because they're like, F that person. Like,
Yeah.
hell no.
The amount
my
of
God.
Talk about a
returns
bait
I
and
saw
switch.
people
Yeah.
on Kick partnership, but that was wild.
Mhm.
Like I'm
Mhm.
applying, I didn't, and Twitch.
See, you
like,
know
when people
exactly who I'm
apply for
talking about.
partnership,
Yeah.
Like they
She
get
knows.
denied
She
the
knows
first time, which
exactly.
is
I didn't
very
even have
common.
to say. I just said names, and she's like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
no, I know
that
what you're
mother-
talking
that
about. Like,
mother-"
they get denied the first time, which is very common sometimes. Sometimes they deny you the first time. They
Welcome to
want
Pardon
you
the
to, you
D,
know,
where we
that
spill the
doesn't
tea
mean
without
you
saying
can't
shit.
apply again. They go on there, they cuss it out to the point that it's like they're ready to set the place on fire. Then they apply again, they do the same thing again, and then eventually you see them get it, and it's like ding. And all
gonna
of a
go
sudden
delete
it's
all
up
those
their
tweets.
ass, all of that.
Oh my
Yeah,
God, I
totally.
love this
I'm a
platform.
partner
See,
now,
now
I
they
got this
really
job.
believe
Damn,
in
man.
real creators. That's the one that I love.
It is
They believe in
crazy.
real creators.
so
now.
Okay,
Yeah.
that actually makes me a little
Yeah.
feral. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it does.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
makes everybody feral.
Crazy.
That's the funny thing.
crazy.
It makes everybody feral, but most people won't talk about it. That's why we just say names and we know. All right. Sip our tea.
No, I
like
just
Kermit
choose
the
to
Kermit
scroll
meme,
away.
dude.
This-
The Kermit
It's a
meme.
choice.
I'm ready. I'm just gonna slow
It's a
sip.
choice, guys. When you're on Twitter, listen, if you're a content creator and you're on Twitter and you see something that makes you mad, choose not to be angry.
Just
scroll
don't.
by.
Yeah.
Because the chances are you're going to get into a ruck with somebody for about half an hour going backwards and forwards on
Oh
stupid
my
tweets.
God.
And then the two of you are
Literally
gonna
a
be
waste
making
of
a
your
fucking
life.
sandwich, not caring about it like 2 hours later. So what does it matter?
I
Like,
spent
don't- just scroll
997
on
hours
by.
on Ghost of Yote. I'm not wasting 5 minutes on you.
Yeah. My favorite
Fuck.
thing to argue about though is camera community stuff.
Oh.
Like people that are like, "Oh, this camera brand's better than this camera brand." I love to put gasoline on that fire.
Just
'Cause
enjoy whatever brand
the
you
answer
want,
the answer
right?
is they're all good. But my favorite thing to do is be like, "Nah, yours sucks. What do you mean?" Like da 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 da. And it's
Rage bait.
I-
favorite.
I-
Just
Rage bait. Like, I feel like you're all about that.
No,
Not
no.
the rage
There-
bait.
there
Cameras
is- there is-
specifically,
there
'cause
is
you have to
one
be-
company, though.
Poker.
you have to be educated. Like I know I've used in my time like almost every major camera manufacturer, and so like I have hands-on experience on all of them, and so it's great for me to just be like, well, according to this and they're like, no, Sony gang, bro, Sony.
Oh, the
forever."
Sony Xbox. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I feed into that a little bit. It's fun.
It's just like
Because I'm an
it's so
I feed
Xbox
into
partner,
that all
but
the
dude,
time. I
like
like to
honestly,
watch it all the
it's one of those things too where like I will chime into it and I will go into it, but I will bring facts. I won't
Right.
just be pulling like, oh, did you read this AI Reddit thing that I saw? And I'm like, dude, come on. Or there's only one company that I will refuse. I won't say the name. See, like a lot of names, but we're
Names.
not saying them. But there is one
Names.
specific company.
Names.
No, I'll text it to you. I'll text it to you later. I'll send you the tea. One name, and it's actually a phone company / computer company. And I worked very high up in their
That
company.
narrows it down.
Very, very, very high up in their company. And I will tell you the shit that I saw from this company. And they like it's bad. So when people come into my chat and they start talking about said products, I'm like, dude, no. Take that piece of shit and throw it the away. Like, get rid of it. And they'll ask me why. And every single one of my mods go, oh God, rant incoming. Here it comes. They
here we
know.
go.
Because
Popcorn game.
like, dude, everybody just sits back and they're like, oh, here's an hour wasted of our lives. Like, because I go all in because
Yeah.
I know actual facts and like legal documents and shit that this company has done to people, employees, children. Like, that's how bad it is. I mean, this is like the companies to me. Like,
oh my God.
I'm not even joking.
Oh
Like,
my
it's
God.
bad.
And there goes monetization on the video.
No, it's not
Yeah,
political.
there
That's
it goes.
not
There it goes.
political.
Well done, buddy. Well done.
That's not political.
Well, Dumbledore, that's for
I
you.
said-
Edit it
Different.
out.
It's not the one. It's
Yeah,
not.
but
It's a different
I'll
one.
text you later.
I'll text you later about it. Okay, I'll text you later.
It's
But-
the
but-
bar thing where we interrupt this program. We're having technical difficulties.
Yeah. Just beep me out. If you hear that word, just beep it out. You never heard anything. Yeah. Which I love
I
how,
guess.
AKA now he has been dubbed as Dumbledore, has
Yeah.
always been taking that technical difficulties and fixing our issues when we mess up on this and post edit. So thank you for that. But no, there are companies that are like that. Like for me, like just they're like the Bane. They're like literally Satan incarnate. Like they're the worst. So it's like I see those things, but they're blocked, mute, move on. But if somebody brings it to me, I will be like, oh hell no, girl, we gonna go into this. Like that's me.
You're just like, well, I have some opinions for you.
Exactly. Push up my glasses. I'm ready to go. I am ready. You don't even know, sister.
I do know. I've been in your stream whenever you went on one of those rants.
Oh yeah. I go. I can't help it. I can't help it. But you know what though? In a weird way, people love when I go on rants. My mods hate it
Well,
because they got to listen to it all the time. But
Good thing you got a podcast.
yeah, well, stuff and things. Good thing, yeah.
This is where we let it out, people.
Mhm.
This is
Yeah,
where-
all
This is
of
what we're
it.
supposed to
where it
fart?
comes to release. Like, what?
I said let it out.
How
I
did
don't
we
want to
get
let
to
it out.
what?
Did I ruin the moment?
This is awkward now.
Yeah, well, awkward science. You know, like that was my
Like-
dad joke of the day. I had to throw one in every.
I know every
That's
time I'm
right.
like, get out with your dad joke.
Look, I'm a dad. What do you want from me?
I thought we got rid of the dad jokes in pre-production.
Seriously,
You're a.
I'm done with him and his dad jokes. Right. I'm gonna make you a small piece
in the
of
pre-podcast, in the 50-minute pre-podcast.
I'm gonna throw in 2 now.
Oh no!
You done ruined it. Now look,
God.
don't attack me. I don't like it.
God,
I'm
no.
sensitive.
I'm here for you. I'll hold you.
Okay. Good. Well, you know, we had some other topics, but we talk a lot, so we're gonna go ahead and end it here. I think. Because if we keep going, we're gonna have 2 episodes every goddamn week because we don't shut the up. And I feel sorry for Dumbledore / Gandalf.
Oh, Gandalf! Shout out to Gandalf.
Yeah,
you know?
right. We need to take him to
Yeah,
lunch or
big
something.
shout out
Jesus
to
Christ, man.
Gandalf
He's
people.
he was freaking out. By the way, editors, we love you. By the way, because without you, we could
Yeah.
not do what we do. Like, you guys are fucking amazing. Anybody that edits videos for dumbass content creators like myself and others, like, you guys are amazing because
We love you,
like,
Gandalf.
just less dolphins this time, okay? A lot less dolphins.
Or
We're only banning
seals?
2 words this
Tried
time.
my best not to swear as much this time. I really made an
I don't
effort.
know who did worse, me or Stock. Stock was just over there dropping the F-bomb left and right. She was out of
Oh, I
control.
was-
She was
what?
raging.
I was shocked.
Gene.
You know,
okay.
it's a spicy episode when she's cussing up a storm. All 3
real.
words.
Like,
It's what we were talking
I
about.
said
You
that
gotta
come
find
out
the
your
real
mouth.
version.
We have one last topic we had to talk about.
What?
All right, it was State of Play last week. Okay?
Mm.
State of Play
Oh,
PlayStation last
yes.
week.
Ooh.
And
Oh, we
me
didn't talk
and
about
Red
State
were
of Play.
actually talking about it, and then this actually kind of was crazy, right? So they announced the trilogy remake for God of War, and we were talking about this literally 2 episodes ago. We were talking about
Come on,
how,
Santa
dude,
Monica.
the guy
Yeah,
attack
boys.
and all the stuff, and all of us. And I know you haven't gamed in forever, and I know I'm pointing at your head, but look. I know you haven't gamed in forever, and you neglect your gaming, and you have your SSD like in a shoebox in the corner
No,
because
by the way,
you're
Woody.
so
Be
busy
Woody.
now.
It's gotta be
Mr.
Woody. Yeah, I was
Talking
gonna
about
say.
me. Talking about me.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm like, it's gotta be Woody. Yes, like it's
God.
gotta be.
Oh my god! But no, for
Shots
real though,
fired,
we
Woody.
all played God of War. Everybody here has played God of War, right? 1, 2,
Yeah,
and 3.
for sure.
love
Yes.
it.
I haven't played all
I'm
of
about
them.
to get
Which
an
one did you
emulator
play?
just so I can play them again. 3.
For real. Yeah.
Which one did
I'm
you
about
play,
to-
Stock?
I think I'm gonna do the same.
Played the one where like you have to go into bed and like
Sleep with
there's
Aphrodite.
these 2 ladies.
Oh, and bang
I think that
Aphrodite.
it's
Aphrodite.
more than one. Oh, it is. It's one woman. Both,
Well,
but then
that's
there's
the
2
beginning of
watching.
the game, so that is
like,
number
in
Yeah,
like
one.
it's
a,
like one woman you're banging, and there's 2 women kind of seductively watching.
Yeah.
it's like
And then
yeah, that one.
The bass shakes.
one.
The bass shakes. The bass shakes. Oh, and then you get all the in-game materials. You get the souls.
Yeah, I was.
I don't know why you
I
get
was a
souls for banging
disappointment.
somebody, but
That
you
one.
know, look, dude, I want it.
Right,
That has
right.
to be straight up succubus style. I
one is
thought
that,
it was the
though?
God of
Which
War,
one-
not a succubus.
Is that the second one? Is that the second one though, or is that the first? Which
No,
one is
he
that?
bangs
That's
in
number
everyone.
3.
He bangs until
That's number
until
3,
he
okay,
bangs
Bangs
away.
all of them, but
He likes to lay
Aphrodite
down
is
piping on his
specifically
games
number
for sure.
3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the reason why this
If
is
I
so
looked like
crucial-
Kratos, I would do that too. Would be so honest.
Well, if
For
you look
real.
like Kratos, you would have wider feet than Razor, and 2, you would be surrounded with the souls of your
Wow,
dead
bro.
wife
Wow.
and kids,
What?
and that is weird, and you don't want
I'll
that.
bring
That
my
means
feet
you
back
went through
into it.
sad, traumatic experiences. And
They
I
do
know,
that.
well, we
Shout
probably
out
all have. That's
2024.
why we're
Really strong and
creators.
you can hang on to something.
We all have
cares?
daddy issues. God damn it! I knew it.
God damn.
Ugh, Jesus Christ. But anyway, what I was going to say, though, is there was a controversial thing actually about that, and Stock led right into it for me, so thank you. About the sex scene. Should they change it, or should they keep it exactly the same way for the
No.
remake?
No. Keep
Keep it the
it.
same way.
No,
What do you
Because
mean?
it's modernized now,
Right.
because, people aren't
Why do we need to
politically
change
correct
that?
anymore.
That's some woke shit.
Oh, you think the mob's gonna moan about
Yep.
it?
Yep. That's the controversy
Right.
that
No,
actually
no.
has already
Fuck
happened.
the mob.
That's what people have already started on. It hasn't even been
No.
talked about, and they're already bitching
No,
about it.
no.
That they need to change it because it reflects women in a negative way. But if you actually know the God of War story and ancient Greece, prostitutes were
Sorry.
a thing, people.
Yeah.
Like,
It's period
guys,
correct.
Look, here's the funny thing about Greece and Rome. For anybody who guys don't know this, look, and they say that guys think about Rome, the Roman Empire, more than anything. It's a whole thing. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go on Google, all right? I'm not going to go into that because our podcast will never end. But if you know anything about Rome or Greece, everybody banged everybody. Everybody banged everybody. There was no gay or straight. Everybody banged everybody.
Yeah.
Men were banging men were banging women, men were banging goats. Nobody fucking cared. Everything was all off the fucking rails. They just wanted to get out of battle and they found a hole. They were excited about it.
That's like going to watch a movie that's a period piece based in 1920s and getting mad that women don't have a lot of opinions in there. It's just like,
yeah,
that's kind of what the 20s were.
I don't get it.
If like honestly, here's the thing.
100,
like,
I don't get it.
You have to reflect on history to grow from it. Okay, it's like, you know, look, it's like failures. You have failures and you learn from them and you grow, right? But at the same time, if we're making a historic piece about something, it needs to be legitimate.
It was not a historic piece.
I mean, it is.
God of War is history, okay?
God of War is
historic banging, man.
This is how it happens.
Historic banging, bro.
me out. You're stressing me out.
Like seriously, even like historic.
It is.
It's like a historic mythology.
There was prostitutes.
But I'm with you
They
because I would die on this hill.
Look,
like I want to keep the Aphrodite.
Like
I want it.
Like a myth. Like myths.
Yeah, you do.
Look.
Yeah.
Look, if you guys can believe in penis dragons, I can believe in Aphrodite sex scenes, okay?
If you can read books about fairies that have wings larger if their wieners are larger.
Look, oh wait, you know what? No, actually, you know what? You have a penis. I need to ask you a question. You ready?
Let me talk to you and your penis.
Look, yeah, I'm gonna talk to your penis for a second. Talking
and
about
on next
penis
week's
dragons.
episode, guys, me, Stalke, and Woody. Drake
Wow.
had to take a hiatus.
Wow. Wow. You know what? Look.
Lord of the Rings episode. We'll have a Lord of the Rings episode without him.
We put him in a dark room and we made him watch that again.
Rings, I thought it was
Call
great.
it a penis
Be there, yeah.
I'm just saying that wasn't a goddamn dragon. It was a penis dragon.
And this is why
That's
the
not all
podcast is called Pardon the
Smaug was a
Deed.
dragon.
Smaug was a
and
dragon.
Stalke can't even say dragons. Don't give me
Smaug
shit.
is a dragon. You gonna say he looks like a penis as well?
Who?
No.
No, Smaug?
Smaug.
No, Smaug doesn't look like a penis.
Yeah.
Why are
He
you
looks like a dragon.
why are you throwing an H in there?
Yeah, it's Smaug.
Smaug.
Schmag.
Schmaug.
He's like,
It sounds
oh,
weird,
are
but
you talking about schmag?
Schmaug.
Smaug.
Talking about schmag?
Schmaug. Schmaugity schmaug.
Smaug.
There's no H
He
in
likes
there,
going-
brother.
Yeah, but look,
You're throwing peas at me, babe.
it's provocative. It gets the people going. Shut up.
Not the PH.
Schmaug.
Does
I'm
nobody
gonna say
know
that now. What about
reference?
Smaug?
Does no, you remember that? Do you remember that interview where it was talking about Tupperware
Tupperware?
instead of
Yeah.
Tupperware?
Schmaug.
It's like
It's
you're throwing
Schmaug.
bees at me, babe.
Look, I don't
You're
care.
like,
I'm
say it
fucking-
again. Say
look.
it again. Tubber. the first word. Wrong.
Schmaug. I'm gonna say this.
Tupperware.
The Schmaug.
Smaug.
Insert the
You
clip.
sound like Sean Connery.
Yeah. Well, you say this
Schmaug.
every time. Every time I talk about Schmaug, you think I sound like Sean Connery.
Because
but
you're
I mean,
throwing
that's
an
why I
H in there.
started
There's not
coming.
an H in
Probably
the
can't.
word.
You're emphasizing the letter that isn't there.
What do you mean? You
Every
talking
time.
about
You
schmag.
Schmaug. You Schmaug. You Schmaug.
Yeah.
Schmaug.
I will absolutely say it every time you talk about schmag.
You know what? You better tweet about it, all right? And I'm gonna battle you on the internet.
I will tweet about schmag.
Schmag.
Please stop doing that with your head, bro.
Yeah, I hate how you. Now you look like a
He's
penis
like-
dragon. I hate it. Stop it.
Schmag. Every single time you say smog,
That's not how you spell it, though.
Smaug.
That's not how you say it. Don't say smog.
Smaug.
It's not smog.
It's Smaug, but a lot of people say Smog. A lot of people say
You're like
Smog, but
I just added
Smaug,
the
Smog.
because I like to be fancy.
Smaug,
It's-
but you're
I
saying
might say
It's
it wrong,
technicalities.
kind of, but you're throwing different letters in there,
Look,
brother.
I want Schmaug, all right?
No,
I want
I
to
don't know what Woody's saying. Like, it's like,
the beginning.
And-
Smaug.
Schmaug.
That's enough internet for
Just
me.
because
to
you
take.
say it quieter doesn't mean you're not pronouncing the A.
It's like whispering it now.
He said, Schmaug.
Maybe they'll miss the H if I whisper. Like, bro.
I can't.
Stop.
I can't do this anymore.
I can't wait for you to go out in public and be like, oh, cool. What's your favorite fantastical dragon?
No, it won't be
Smaug.
Smaug.
Yeah, because it's not a real dragon.
That's debatable.
That's not the name of it.
Drogon is my favorite. Because that's the most like.
Isn't that? Did you mispronounce that word too?
No, it's Drogon.
Isn't it Drogon?
No, it's Drogon.
From from Game of Thrones?
Yeah, Game of Thrones. It's Drogon.
I'm gonna lose my mind.
Anyway,
Anyway,
isn't it?
Wait a second. Wait a
Yeah,
second.
I'm sure it's Drogon. Not
Yeah,
Drogon,
it's
Drogon. Like it's Drogon.
They swapped the O and the A
God.
to with us.
anyway, we're off the rails now, firmly.
This is
Oh.
descended into chaos.
We've
guys.
devolved.
It's chaos.
Look, you know,
Yeah.
look. All right,
Shouldn't have
Well,
slandered Lord of the
Good night,
Rings, you know.
all right. And on
Anyway,
that
Dumbledore,
note-
have a blast with that
Huh.
one.
Oh my God,
Have
that
fun, buddy.
yeah. Voldemort or whatever the hell your name is. Look.
Penis part. Leave everything else. I don't
All
know.
right,
Like,
Cedric Diggory.
There you go. Look.
Cedric.
Great editing. Sauron.
Oh.
All right. Yes, have fun with this. All right. Anyway, so Professor Stalke, where can we find you outside of this madness that is, pardon the D?
Oh my God.
She forgot.
Shit. YouTube. Did I? What?
Why did you say
What?
YouTube? Why did you?
YouTube.
No, it's her audio cut out, and it just sounded like YouTube.
I'll be quiet.
She went YouTube. She reminded me of like those old Japanese Godzilla movies there for a second. Hey, you guys should follow me. My name is Stalke. YouTube.
That's exactly what happened. The subtitles had to catch
my-
up.
Yeah, dude. I can't wait for the subtitles trying to figure that one out.
I
Or
love watching
Smaug.
stock stream and dub.
What? I do dub. Imagine the shit in Sweden.
Don't start with me.
What?
Anyway, stock, where can we find you?
Yes. It's
Okay.
cutting out again.
Oh my God, are you serious? Is it
No,
good
no,
now?
no,
Good.
Don't move.
Are you good? He's
Twitch.
trolling. He's trolling.
Twitch,
Twitch.
Kick.
Are you twitching?
YouTube, TikTok, Instagram,
Join us.
Twitter, and I'm posting Fable post every single day until the new Fable comes out. So I love this, and like, so 250 more posts to go. So just bear with me. Come hang out.
Nice.
Oh my God, I can't. That's it. That's it.
We just
That's it.
fingered the whole way. Razor Red, where can we find you?
You can find me on the TikToky, the YouTube, the Instagram, the Kick. Soon to be doing a bit of multi-streaming or continuing reruns to Twitch. And that's all the places, I think. I think my brain ain't braining no more, but I think that's all the places.
Yeah, it's late for you.
And Mr. WoodyPaul, where can we find you if you are streaming? And also, what is your business and all of your information, and give them all the things so they can support you.
Yeah. I am WoodyPaul on all platforms. So that includes the Twitch and Kick, live stream, whatever, TikTok, all the things. If you want to find me where I'm most active, it's probably on Instagram, if we're being honest. If you want to see some of my work on there, I'm always posting. I'm usually posting a bunch of stories. I'm starting to do a little bit more YouTube stuff, but Instagram and TikTok, my business is linked through all of those things as well. So if you want to see some of the work that we do professionally and personally, then Instagram is probably the best place to find me. So
Nice. And as always, I'm the Lost Drake on all platforms, everywhere, live streaming everywhere. Pretty much the main thing that I'm concerned about is let's grow this podcast. Everybody make sure you guys like, subscribe, and follow. Make sure you guys are showing all that love to Pardon the D. If you guys can't find it as Pardon the D, it's Pardon the Distraction. We just like to say it because it's erotic. And also, at the same time, we love each and every one of you guys. Thank you for tuning in on this episode, and thank you guys. And as always, thank you for having all of our special guests and amazing hosts. I mean, me, Stock, and Red, we're going to be here every week, or at least try to be. And we are going to be doing some live streams as well pretty soon. We're working on all the kinks in that. We're just getting through some initial stuff. We also just launched our brand new website at pardonthed.com. You guys go there, get official merch if you want to support, and also watch all the latest episodes on Spotify or YouTube. They're both up. Make sure you guys go check them out, and anywhere that you watch your podcast. And seriously, guys, thank you so much. Thank you, as always. We're just here to get you a little distracted away from your day-to-day, because we do that enough in our heads. ADHD is our friend, and we love you. See you guys on the next episode. Peace out! Smaug.